Okay, this is a huge event. I am super excited. I don't even want to do the commentary. I just want to watch the movie, but we're going to do commentary. It's The Force Awakens in correlation to the fact that the Blu-ray dropped today. And you guys can get your copy of The Force Awakens and watch it with us. And what a crew we have doing that. First, he is the co-host of TV Talk here on Collider. David Griffin, what's up, man? You excited?
I'm excited. It's my first commentary, and it's The Force Awakens. This is like the perfect first commentary for me to do. It's a great one to come in on.
It's a great one. Well, they are old pros at this commentary game. It's the Schnepp man, the big Schnepp. What's up, man? How you doing?
I can talk during this, right? It's commentary.
You can. I know. You don't even worry about me yelling at you, right?
He's like, shit, this is the best part. Silence.
Yeah. And John Campea, you've been here since the beginning of the prequels we went through. We didn't do Jedi yet, but we will, which is your favorite. But we get to do The Force Awakens here. Are you pretty stoked?
It's funny because I was just saying I haven't watched this movie in like a month, so I'm really stoked we get to watch it again. So, yes, I'm ready for this.
Can't wait to do it. All right, so just so you guys know, we are about to hit play on the Blu-ray right now so you can watch along with us. I'm pushing play. I have done so, and I'll tell you when the opening logo. There it is. The Lucasfilm just popped
Limited
up.
is coming up. Dun, dun, dun. Long time.
We got that
ago,
sound bar on, right?
Far away.
So where's the
It's so weird though not having the 20th Century Fox music though.
Yeah, I am still not totally used to that.
I'm over it. There it is.
There it is. The opening John Williams score.
The feeling, dude, in the premiere when that came up. That the goosebumps. Oh man, it's so good.
Well, we're sitting there in that premiere, and you're sitting right in front of me.
Yep.
And like all of it, actually, it wasn't even just us. It was everybody in that theater. You hear,
yeah. Well, this part, this was the one that got me. The Force Awakens, the crawl pops up, and then the first thing, Luke Skywalker has
great
vanished.
opening line.
You're like, woohoo! We're like, okay, so we know that this is the mission.
And it caught a lot of us off guard. Like this was a really good opening crawl. It caught a lot of us off guard. It's like, really? They're starting with Lucas just disappeared, which I thought was really interesting.
And then they say First Order, so you understand, like, all the new names of what they've come up with. Yep. First Order, Resistance.
And you notice there's nothing in here about trade disputes.
not yet.
God.
But I love that they give you that this is basically the mission because they set you up to not be disappointed for not seeing Luke the whole movie.
Yes. You understand we're not going to see him in the first two acts.
Right.
I was still hoping to see him a little bit more in the third act.
I knew we weren't going to get him.
But we knew he wasn't going to show up for a while. Yeah. Now, so they basically said the mission of this movie is to find Luke. At least that's what you think it is when the thing starts. And then I remember in the Jedi Council before, we thought, okay, after the opening crawl, will they do the traditional pan down? Will they do all that kind of stuff? And it was so good to see.
Sure did. Here we go. And the music, the brand new music.
Yeah, the text disappears, the pause, and then the pan down. And it's like, yes, Star Wars is back.
This movie, man, like the music, like the more and more the music, like I hear it, it really works.
Oh, it's so
I was a little let down by the first time I saw it, and my opinions changed completely.
I think it's mostly because I think we were just so enamored with the whole thing.
Yeah,
I actually love this shot.
Love that shot.
I think it's a great introduction to the Star Wars films.
I remember the original Star Wars was a Star Destroyer passing over camera view after the Corvette, of course, the first one. They got these landing ships coming out.
Yep.
Great perspective. Then right away, that shot that we saw in the trailer.
Troopers. I always thought this would be the beginning of it too, like kind of a raid.
I kind of thought it'd be like the end of the first act.
Oh.
But no, but you were right. I mean, it's right off the bat. And you can tell which one was John Boyega right away.
Yep.
Wouldn't you kind of think in the future that the lights would come on a little bit faster? It seems like they're having a little trouble booting up there. They got a lot of technology and lights still have trouble booting up.
Yeah, they needed a good electrician.
But it's Star Wars. Everything's kind of beat up.
That's right. Yeah.
I love that, things don't work perfectly in the Star Wars world.
And the shot of BB-8, like that, I had such a breath of fresh
and here it is. The line to make things right.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about
a little bit of a slam, but
but I mean, JJ acknowledged that was their message to the fans that this movie will set things right again.
Yeah. Like if you didn't like the prequels, we got you.
It's just you're bringing balance to the Force.
Yeah. I thought he was giving him a rabbit claw at first. I was like, what the hell?
This will bring you good luck.
That's right.
Yeah, I love the history. I want to know more about Lawrence Tetka. I want to learn.
Yeah. Because clearly he has a significant role to play in the universe, a role which comes to end here, of course.
I wonder, we have that book coming out called Bloodlines. I wonder if we're going to get more of him maybe in that. But I think it takes place in 6 years.
Oscar Isaac is a perfect pick for like a kind of a Han Solo-y character.
He was supposed to die in this, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
I heard rumors about that. Was that confirmed by?
Yeah.
Really?
With the TIE Fighter, when it crashes, he was going to be dead.
He confirmed. Well, no. It was later on. It was later
later at the climactic battle.
He was going to die at the
base.
end, and then he made a pitch to JJ like I don't want to like it's not another movie.
Really?
I'm always dying.
I read that he was going to die in that
really?
TIE fighter. Yeah.
Okay, maybe, but I just.
But no, they were like,
he
we'll
talked
keep him
JJ
around.
out of it.
Yeah, he did.
Oh wow. Well, JJ actually
was like-
called him and decided that they wanted to keep him around longer.
Wow.
I mean, I love that. Stormtroopers going down. The armor's still crappy. Once, like
The way they did BB-8 is just incredible. I'm always amazed by that.
Yeah. Poe just takes out one of
it's really a fantastic. How
Finn's boys.
do you get the next generation R2? And they did it.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
real quick.
Yeah, they really did.
People fell in love with them the first time before even seeing the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Phasma, BB-8 and Phasma.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel the impact of those shots too, man. It's so great.
First time in a Star Wars movie we saw handguns damage a ship.
Huh.
that is
Right?
on
Yeah,
the
that's
ground.
true, right.
Usually,
More
like
powerful
Slave
weapons
1,
30 years later.
Yeah,
Right.
the Slave 1, the Millennium Falcon, completely impervious to
Yeah.
Stormtrooper
Totally.
blasters.
Yeah. This time, it's not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
this time,
Yeah.
you're not going anywhere.
I
Leave
love
that guy alone.
Yeah.
Come on. He looks scared.
He's terrifying.
I hated seeing all these people get killed.
Yeah.
This really showed you what a bunch of jerks the stormtroopers
Yeah,
I love the
and that was
flamethrower, though.
important.
The
It set
flamethrower is
the
awesome.
tone for that, right? It
Yeah.
set us up that this is
Murderers.
a merciless,
Yep.
ruthless. This is like straight. This is your dad's empire. I mean, basically.
And I see people's, people. And,
Hey, isn't that Superman's little crystal thing?
I
That
know.
he
It
uses
does
Man
look
of
like it
Steel?
does. Yeah, from Man of Steel.
But,
but
Yeah.
the complaints would come here like, oh, it's just like R2D2. I think it's a nod, and I think it's a nice nod. To the
Yeah, I do
R2D2
Oh,
too.
that was
run.
great.
There's so
Same
many
beats.
homages to all three of the
Desert
originals.
Planet,
It
know.
works.
Yeah.
You know?
And I
And Poe's a marksman. apparently.
Poe takes out Finn's boy here.
Yeah.
Well, I like that they stressed in the opening,
Now-
credits, like he is her best pilot, like
Yeah.
one of
Here's
her
a
best
good
soldiers.
question, though.
Why is he bleeding?
That dude got shot in the chest.
Yeah.
Why is his glove ripped off with
Yeah.
a hand covered full of blood? Whatever. It's a good visual.
Right.
It's a great visual.
Right.
This kind
And
of
then
like
the panic attack.
this is like
starts.
Universal.
much for Finn,
This is like
can't take it.
Universal Soldier right here. Like, this like woke him up.
But this is the
Yeah.
first time you've ever seen a stormtrooper like reacting this way,
As an
like as
individual,
a
as a
human
person,
being.
yeah.
Because we don't know really what happened. They had clones, and it went away. It was
Mm.
like
I love the Kylo Ren music now.
Yeah.
That ship is so fantastic looking.
it's like a big evil
it's so
bat.
ominous as it's
yeah.
come down. And I bet that was part of probably the inspiration for the ship was like a bat or something like something
Right.
winged and menacing.
Yeah.
And there's the old traditional red shoulder.
Right?
No,
where's
is that
the
like
back,
extra? Is that extra
right?
armor?
No, I think it denotes rank.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a rank. Okay,
It's rank.
I know that. Right.
It's the first time I get to really. It was so funny though because this is such a rare thing what Star Wars does is that we were all so familiar with this guy already,
Right?
and the movie hadn't even
Yes.
come out.
Yeah.
It was so interesting.
I love the character design of Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
He looks like a warlock or
It's
a
like Revan.
witch.
Yeah.
It's like Revan.
Total Revan.
That's,
Instantly
yep.
letting you know there's a history between these guys. And I love how Kylo Ren can be so calm
Mhm.
and talking as if he's totally got everything in control, but really underneath he's still a raging,
Yep.
like petulant child in some ways, which is great. Great line. He knows he's about to die. He says,
Yeah.
"You can try." He's still talking like a badass. I love that.
I was so shocked when they took out Von
Max
Sydow.
von
That's
Sydow was
so
so
cool.
favorite.
Scenes
Yeah.
freezing a laser
Yeah,
blast.
Something
What
we
the
had
hell?
never seen that before.
Yeah.
Like Vader,
I love it. He
don't
looks
know
at it.
Vader's ability wasn't.
deflected him
He
from
just
Han
casually
Solo,
put his
yeah.
hand up and blocked.
Right.
But
Yeah.
maybe he could have stopped him.
Yeah, you wonder if he's just showing off.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's his version of cut that out. This was the humor.
Yeah. Great exchange. We learned so much about his character just from that one line.
I feel like it sets the tone for the rest of the movie.
Yes,
it
too.
really
does.
does.
And it's a good. It's like the way Star Wars humor has always worked in the past.
Yeah. Oh, this conversation wasn't working anyway. Bam, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very well.
And Phasma shows
Yeah.
up. Yes, now we're all excited. This character is going to be
yeah, I
pivotal.
think
Finally.
Wait, yeah, it's like
I think she's taking her mask off in the second one. Oh, the eighth one, whatever.
Well, she's got to do something.
Yeah.
I just
This was
want
horrible.
I want a standalone
was
book about how
horrifying.
she escaped from the trash compactor.
Like it's literally just a line them up firing squad killing
man.
civilians. I mean, it's
And then you have the look right here. The look.
This is why when people say like, I just don't see him coming back from the dark side. Love that shot.
Kylo
Still
Ren
holding it.
can't come back from the dark side. He killed his dad.
I mean,
He murdered him.
I know the
Yeah.
the argument though is that Vader did far worse and came back, but the thing is, we never saw Vader do a lot of the horrible stuff. Even though the kids that you really actually saw it, but this dude kills one of the most beloved characters of all time. Music here. Love the music.
it's like maybe Leia forgives him, but Leia's his
I love
mom.
that little weird creature.
Yeah. What are they? Thorians? I think that's what
Yeah,
they
Hammerheads.
Because they were in the cantina in New Hope.
Yeah, Hammerhead.
Yeah,
was in
Hammerhead.
there,
Yeah.
too.
Mhm.
But I believe that they called him Hammerhead.
Right.
Well, that was
But I
the guy.
believe
that
the
was
name of the race is a
the
Thorian.
character's name was Hammerhead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you hear the little droid on the bottom.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that a couple times in the movie, actually.
Where is
They
he?
used a couple of throwaway sound effects from the original. It's like a little bit later. in
Oh,
the
yeah,
film,
the little
you
guy
know,
does
dun,
that.
dun, 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 and
Yeah.
he's doing the same thing. And a little bit later, you hear stormtroopers going, "We think they may be splitting up."
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
exactly
right from
the
Star
first
Wars.
one,
Yeah.
Just that shot. God, he's so good in this movie.
Yeah, Boyega
Dude,
kills
you know,
it.
it's so weird now to think that he was my one question mark.
Oh, really?
He was my question
Wow.
mark. It's because I didn't know if he could transition into a film like this. And to me, he's the best
Man,
part of this.
you know what
movie.
so-
he
I
carries
love
this
him.
film. Just him and Ray.
Yep.
are
Yeah.
just
You know what sold me on him though too, because people were worried because his accent is so strong.
I was a little bit worried about that.
The reason I wasn't is because that when they brought back that 24 movie,
Right.
he's in it for like 2 seconds, but he
Oh,
does like
okay.
this whole scene with the accent, the American accent. And he nails it, and there she is, the little light and everything too. This scene,
You know, it's funny in the Star Wars universe where so many characters have British accents. You think they could have let him get away with it a little bit?
he's not from
if they
Coruscant.
want to.
Right.
Well, that's
yeah.
true.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
not from
Yeah.
Coruscant. Yeah, good
The
point.
question is, why does Ray have it?
I remember
Yeah.
Boyega was sweating it when he was like, they don't want me to have that, the accent.
Right.
And then he was like, can I do it? And he nailed it.
Yeah.
It was really good.
The sound in this scene is so great, like the eerie kind of silence.
You know what I love about this entire sequence with Ray is it's just like it gives you time to breathe.
Yep.
It's not slow. It's just actual filmmaking. You know.
Yeah.
This is my favorite piece of music the new piece of music in the entire movie. The new Ray's theme.
Great perspective there
Yeah.
of the engine port from the Star Destroyer. And for those of you who don't know by now, this Star Destroyer is a result of the Battle of Jakku,
Yep.
which is
Lost Stars.
depicted in Lost Stars.
Yep.
All these nerds are reading the Star Wars books. I'm not. I just
It's so
watch the
good.
movies. But you know,
you would
if-
love the book.
You should have seen the movie before you're watching us do the commentary because we're going to be
Right,
spoiling
right,
some
right,
of
of
the
course,
stuff,
right.
so.
Right.
John, was Lost Stars your favorite or Lords of the Sith?
Lords of the Sith is still my favorite.
Okay.
But I thought, okay, nothing will displace Lords of the Sith as my favorite, and
Mhm.
probably nothing will displace Tarkin as my second favorite. But Lost Stars displaced Tarkin as my second favorite.
This
That's
reminds
so
me
good.
just of like the introduction of the land speeder with Luke Skywalker, where
Yep.
some of these things just have that floating
Really,
technology.
if you turn this thing sideways,
It's a land speeder.
it looks a lot
Yeah.
like Luke's land
Are
speeder.
you
Yeah.
are you convinced still about that staff that it's?
I am.
Yeah,
I'm still,
I kind
I'm
of am
still
too because of
quite
that
convinced.
shot we just saw. The shot there was so much focus on that.
There's so much
What's your
emphasis on that
theory?
That
staff.
it's a
What's your theory,
lightsaber.
John?
that it's
That is
more than just
there's more than just a metal staff.
Okay.
Yeah. There's way too much emphasis put on it visually throughout the film.
especially that shot we just saw.
and
Yeah.
Ray's holding it just like all the other lightsabers in those
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah,
So.
I think we're gonna see.
Do you think when she constructs hers, that she'll have the double like
I hope
Darth
so.
Maul?
I think that'd be cool if they did
Yeah.
that.
You mean once she goes dark?
Once-
Hmm.
yeah.
No, not
No,
Ray. I
no.
love that weird creature
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
background,
Mhm.
man.
Well,
I know they
it was
made a
metal,
big
huh?
emphasis on like saying how they went back to practical
Yeah.
effects with this, but it shows
Yep.
throughout
Yeah.
the entire movie. You
Yeah.
get to see a lot
I
of really cool
love
things.
this shot. You get exactly what she's thinking right here. So
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
her
this
life.
is my life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe that
They
old
showed
woman.
you
Yeah.
without having
Totally.
to tell you.
Yes.
Which is beautiful.
Encore plot.
Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
I know. So good.
And in the book, they really delve into this whole portion.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Especially the scene with BB-8 later. There's more
that
detail
guy
from
right
the book.
there. He's got a bunch of stuff, and you never see him again.
That, he was the one.
What?
I love those.
He was in
shots
that
with the
JJ
sun.
special.
Yeah, he was in that JJ video that we first saw.
No, I remember seeing that, but
You think those are the moisture? Those
no, from the comic,
from Tatooine? No, different.
Well, I mean,
what's that?
That was like just a
Rebel pilot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this. They have to have, as a desert planet, though, they have to have some sort of moisture evaporation.
Yeah, so I don't know. I forgot what they look
Somebody
like.
was telling me this is real.
I heard about. Yeah, I heard it was a practical effect. I heard about
What they
that.
clearly did, they drained the water in the bottom, and then they blew something up because you can see the water draining out the side. It didn't just soak into that thing. And then it looks like a.
Because if not, I want to get some of that bread because that's fast.
Right, that's some fast bread.
That's fast bread.
Yeah.
This shot is so awesome. The crashed AT-AT.
Like, and even the way she's eating, I don't want to read too much in, but even the way she's eating her food, you can tell her existence is about surviving.
Yep.
Even just the way she's eating, the way she's licking the plate, the whole bit. Then you realize that's the bottom of an AT-AT's foot.
Yeah, everybody's wondering if that was Luke's helmet. It's not.
It's not.
And I think
Once
it was
again,
confirmed by
so cool.
that was confirmed by
Lots of
Pablo
rubbish around.
Hidalgo that it
Yeah.
was just a not.
See, what you play Star Wars Battlefront? It's a new DLC. You can actually play the Battle of Jakku.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you
that's
can
right.
play
I
it.
haven't- I
Yeah.
haven't played that. I don't understand though.
As
This
a desert dweller who probably sweats a lot, she has incredibly clear pores.
She does.
No
here's-
acne
so
at all.
John, answer me this because I this is one that I have an issue with still. Why is she Why is she yelling at this guy to save BB-8? The guy's a scavenger too. He found a droid. Should be his.
I
Fair
think
game, yeah.
She believes in some sort of sentient of droids, probably.
Yeah.
She sees them as individuals.
Yeah.
And if he's still functioning and still operating, then he's either got another owner or something like that.
Or maybe she, in her that whatever that language was, she's like, "You're on my property."
Yeah.
You
But he
know?
doesn't keep. But she lets him go.
No, she's like,
BB-8.
that creature is
Yeah.
on my property. You're stealing it from my property.
Yeah, but she lets him go.
So it's not like
The
she
BB-8.
wanted to
She's
keep
like,
him.
yeah, she doesn't want to keep him.
No, but
like,
You
she's
see, even the way she's treating him,
she's doing it to save
she's
him.
treating him like a person. Oh, here, you have a bent
Right.
antenna,
Right.
blah, blah,
Right.
blah. So she probably looks at droids that way.
Right.
She's having a conversation
because
with it.
in the book she contemplates selling him.
She does. Yeah. in
Right,
that
she
part
understands
does, yeah.
what
Well,
the BB-8's saying too.
Even
so.
the movie suggests she thinks about it for a
Mhm.
minute.
All
Yeah,
that
but
food.
in
all
the
that food
book
she's
though,
getting.
dude, she's like seconds away from doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when you look at her whole existence about getting those little scraps, and then he
Yeah.
offers her boom.
So much. Yeah. And he
Yeah.
offers her even
And when you're
more
about
than that.
surviving and survival, you got to forgive her for having that moment of second thoughtness.
She's really amazing in this film.
She really is.
She was my favorite part of the whole thing.
This little look was awfully sexy and funny at the same time when she rolls her eyes like,
Yeah.
oh, that was sexy. That was sexy. She's in shape too. Look at them calves.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
It's amazing to understand. Like, I don't think she gets enough credit. The fact that she had never been on a studio movie ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Not even like a little small part in a studio film ever.
Well, it's like A Star Is Born when you're watching this movie.
Yeah.
You're like, all right,
Yeah.
she's going to be in plenty of films.
Because like these guys, Driver and Oscar Isaac, these guys, they're experienced. They've been around a while. A little bit.
totally. Bless you.
Comfortable?
Hmm.
even Kylo is a little sarcastic.
I think though the people are asking, is Poe going to be force sensitive? I think this proves that he's not,
No, I agree.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. Not everybody in Star Wars has to be force sensitive.
because his mother, I think, was in Shattered
well,
Empire.
at least Luke gave her
The Force
the
tree.
Force tree.
Yeah.
But
You think we're gonna
they
see
never
that tree
said
again?
She was.
I don't know. I mean, maybe in a book or a comic or
Okay.
something.
So this part is really frightening. Like,
It
it
is.
just
Yeah,
shows you the power that Kylo
Yeah.
Ren
Yeah.
has.
And it is. It's like a horror film.
And by his response, they're showing you the mental fortitude of
Yeah.
Mhm.
Poe.
He can hold out as much as he can.
But at the same time, they don't make him a superhero because
Yeah.
eventually Kylo gets out of him what he wants.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
He is hamming it up in this
I
movie.
know.
He's good though. He's good.
See, I'll tell you, Donald Gleason, who I'm a big fan of, is my least favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, he's a little
I think
overacting.
he's a
You
little
know what?
over the top.
Other than that one time when he's
When he's
given the
screaming and yelling.
speech, other than that, I love his interactions with Kylo Ren. I love the adversarial relationship.
He's
between
just
I don't mind the
he's just
relationship.
angry all the time.
Yeah,
That's
there's
all.
nothing
It's
else
just like
to him.
he's
He's very,
stewing.
he's very black and white.
But John, I agree. It's almost like they're kind of like brothers. going at it back, trying to prove who's the better.
Yeah, I was almost wondering if he was trying to be like doing a Peter Cushing, but Peter Cushing had a lot more flexibility.
Yeah, there was more to him. He wasn't always angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the part of the book you're talking about where she contemplates a little bit longer.
She shuts him down.
Yeah.
Like, look at all the... Now, somebody said, why was that droid so valuable to him? It wasn't. Remember, the call had already gone out that the First Order was looking for that droid. He recognized what that droid was. That's why he wanted it.
Yep.
He didn't just want something.
He's also 60 portions is like, I'll make 1,000 portions.
I'm also convinced that he's got some kind of relationship with whether it's Kylo Ren or something too, because I'm pretty bought into the theory that Kylo Ren's the one that dropped her off to him.
Interesting.
I heard somebody say that, going along with that Kylo's the one who dropped her off at the behest of Leia. That Kylo and her are actually siblings, and at the behest of Leia, he dropped her off there before he became Kylo Ren. I don't buy into that.
I don't buy
into
the
interesting
siblings.
Theory.
I do buy in that he dropped her off. I think she was...
And the dynamic between these two characters is great.
I think they're going to be together the whole entire episode 8.
But I love this. It's the right thing to do. I know, that's great. I loved that moment.
I love how excited they get about it too. We're going to do
this.
I like the new design of the TIE fighters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, even the entire bay looks fantastic.
Yeah, they kind of redid everybody's caps, so they're like turned in a little bit, and they have a little Vaderish look to them.
Like, it's hard to tell where the practical effects end and the special effects begin. They do a really good job of blending the two.
That's when you're going off what you said. That's when you're doing it right.
Yep.
My favorite sounds in this film is when they finally break out and the TIE
and the
zips
classic
off.
TIE sound,
Yeah. That sound, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, Drunk Ted's at it again. This Game of Thrones.
There's Jojen Reed.
Now that guy, he was in Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade.
He was the.
Well, you're not thinking of.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Well, Star Wars has a history of having Indiana Jones actors in it. General Veers was the villain from the second Indiana Jones.
He
film.
chose poorly, John.
Oh, the third. I mean, the third.
Right. General Veers chose.
He chose poorly.
And now he's in Game of Thrones.
Man.
Oh no, Jojen, he's gone. Game of Thrones.
And people are asking. There it is.
There it is.
People are asking as far as like how Finn could just turn against his brothers and sisters in this thing and just fire away. You got to remember, he was bred into this stuff too, and he never really accepted.
He was never on board.
No, he never accepted.
Never on board.
The Journey to the Force Awakens book kind of explains that too. I love that. They brought back the old technology, man. So good. That's what I loved about this movie too, is that they didn't ignore stuff that came before.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
Very 1930s, 40s feel to this whole conversation.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It could be on a boat.
Yeah, I ain't using it.
Which is fun because, like, in George Lucas's inspiration for a lot of the original
the
Star Wars
old
stuff
serials.
came from the classic serials.
Totally.
So it's a really nice little homage.
You see,
He's still mad.
yeah, he's still.
He's very British. Use the ventral cannons.
How did you know that?
You got a terrific memory.
I know, right?
Especially knowing its number like that. It's like, really?
Those are some dangerous ventral
They're
cannons.
ventral. You got to watch out for the ventral
like
cannons.
Great sound. The sound design in this
It's
entire
just the way it
chase
zips
sequence
through.
is so sharp.
Yeah.
Ralph's. I gotta get some sandwiches.
I love the way he says Jakku.
Jakku.
Yeah.
Everybody else is Jakku. He's Jakku.
this is where they start to kind of show who Finn is. He's also a survivor.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
He's not about he'll do the right thing in the situation, but it's not his goal.
Well, them
Yeah.
arguing probably got them hit by that
Yeah.
ventral cannon.
It's true. There he is. Look at the picture of Finn on the left.
Yeah.
Baby
oh
Finn's
yeah,
great.
baby
Baby
Finn. I never
Finn.
noticed that.
Yep.
You got a little fro.
Yep. Baby Finn.
I forget who that is. She's she's like part of JJ's crew.
The wreckage. He's acting in that one.
Yeah. This is the first shot we've ever seen in Star
right
Wars.
there. That right there.
Yep.
Popping up.
What? Yeah.
That was a great trailer. That
Yeah,
music
man.
just hits. Yeah, that's a great
Day
trailer.
after Thanksgiving.
Man, we ain't found shit.
Yep.
So many memes of that came out after this trailer.
Uh-huh.
Not difficult to find the wreckage.
Yeah, so what I heard is actually Poe is supposed to be dead here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then they decided, like,
Do a little more.
before they shot it, it was like, let's add some more. Yeah. That's a smart move because Poe's a
Yeah.
good character.
Well, to kill
I wonder
Oscar
how
Isaac
early
that
in the
quick was,
process that was, though. Like, I gotta admit, I gotta imagine that it wasn't like 3 days before
No,
shooting
no.
began.
Yeah.
They were like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe we.
But
change
it wasn't like, if you look at the Art of the Force Awakens, you see Rey's name was Kira.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Throughout almost all the way up. And there's so many amazing different things they could have done with the Force Awakens. Like they had the Death Star underwater. Remember that?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
well,
that's
they
cool.
they
That's
scrapped that like quick because they were like because they said they blew up. So how is it underwater?
Right.
Yeah,
that's
there are a
true.
lot of cool that.
Well, but I mean,
that book
a lot of the things that operate in the Star Wars world don't make sense. Like why did Star Destroyers kind of like sink like ships?
Sure.
So
Yeah,
Mm.
well,
they
but I
were
mean,
saying,
but there
it
was-
dropped out of the sky.
but
you know?
it blew up like, completely.
No, there's nothing left.
Yeah.
It's not
But-
like half
But
of
that's
it.
that's
Yeah.
why when they say that in the book, they're like when it was pitched, they're like, but it blew up.
Right. I also like the red Star Destroyers. I hope
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson in the next one
Uses
like
some of it.
does those weird kind of red Star Destroyers. It just looked
Yeah.
badass to me.
This is, even though it's really cool about the practical locations, I'm sure that this is a point where the actors were like,
They're like,
They
"Can we
hate
do a
it."
little
Yeah.
green
yeah,
screen?"
they're like,
Yeah.
we need you to
Can you go
walk
in the
back
studio,
up that
please?
sand dune.
Like that's
Oh.
legit sweat right
Yeah.
there.
And then he stopped, and they
Yeah.
reminded himself, "Wait a minute, I'm in a Star Wars movie."
Yeah,
And he's
totally.
wearing,
Okay,
and
This
he's
is gonna make
I'll
my
do it
career,
again.
yeah.
But he's wearing all black. He's got a jacket on.
Oh,
Guy's
that's rough.
Why
sweating
take
his
out
balls
the
off.
white stormtrooper armor at this point?
Exactly. Yeah, that does reflect the sun.
I got a lot of confusion here.
No.
Not treason.
Okay,
Yeah.
that considering using a clone army,
Mhm.
that does not mean the stormtroopers are clones. That means that what they should
It's just
do,
a reference to the past. And maybe
Yeah.
we should get rid
Yeah.
of our regular ones and get
Yes.
clones.
they are regular bred stormtroopers. Now you scared.
See, now, I don't know. He ain't having it. I don't think he's having
Yeah.
the Kylo Ren tough
No.
talk.
He's not liking it.
Yeah, get lost. I love that. Yeah. It's like Tatooine language.
Yeah, right.
He's like, I'm gonna die, dude.
Yeah. And one of the grossest parts
Yeah.
of this movie.
But you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I think I was just revolted
Yeah.
at first.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's water. I
Once
need it.
again, remember that beast
Yep.
was there. I mean, they made a point of
Yeah.
showing
I
us
love-
those creatures.
Yeah, and I love that
Big
he was.
costume.
He almost threw up from it.
Like,
too.
well,
yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
But keeps drinking
Yeah.
because he's that thirsty.
Now people don't. This is Ankar Plutz, dudes.
Yeah.
Who?
Ankar Plutz. Simon.
Because
Pegg.
remember, he got on the
Oh, okay,
walker
right,
and said,
right, right, right.
Yeah.
get the girl, she's got the droid.
Yeah.
Get that
I didn't know
droid.
what the Simon Pegg
Yeah,
character's
yeah.
name
Ankar,
is.
Ankar Plutz. This is big fat ass.
I know, right? Ray knows how to
Man,
fight.
She really does. Daisy really is a kick-ass fighter.
Like, well, yeah.
love
Yeah,
the
it's such a
expression on his
perfect-
face.
I love
It's
her
just
angry face.
$1,000,000
I love this when
Yeah, the angry
BB-8
face.
recognizes his jacket.
and rats him out.
Yeah. And here comes angry face Ray.
Yeah, this is the way they use physical movement to express
Yeah.
what he's trying to say is
Yeah.
really cool.
Here it
Well,
comes.
him.
And he's like, "Oh no, wait a second."
Ah.
That face. It's like,
That's not a friendly face.
I gotta say, Boyega uses a lot of those Harrison Ford Raiders of the
Yeah.
Lost Ark
Yeah.
moves,
But
which
see,
I think
that,
is great.
that could have been a concussion right there.
Yep.
So watch his movement. Like there's just the way he shakes, the way he turns his head. It's so expressive.
Yep.
It's a lot like Pixar did with Wall-E, you know, just doing so much
totally.
emotion without dialogue, really.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah. Oh, it goes
Such
away.
a bummer roll away.
I wouldn't let that thing go by itself though.
Right.
Remember, she doesn't know that things are anybody's looking for her.
She kind of did. She knew that Uncle
She
Paul
knew-
was looking
yeah,
for him,
she
and that
knew
these guys just
Sag
try to
was
kick
after
her ass to get it.
We talk about Finn being a survivor. Like, he's not really afraid of lions. Like,
Maybe he didn't roll that far away, guys. He's just right around the corner.
He went to the supermarket.
That's true. Right.
Some batteries.
Look how excited she is.
She's got a very Keira Knightley looking.
Yeah. You know what? I remember when they first cast her. I remember, and there's nothing wrong with this at all. I thought it was really cool they hired this really plain looking girl to play this role. I think that's awesome. But the more I see this movie,
She's gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
beautiful. Oh my God, she's beautiful.
Grabs her hand.
I love that moment too. It's like stop holding my hand.
Yeah.
I'm not a damsel in distress.
Right.
They made that very clear. You understand that that's why I got so upset in the beginning where everybody was like, there's no strong females in this new Star Wars and there's not enough folks. The main character was a strong
main
female.
character,
And it was always before that. It wasn't complaints on the internet that did it.
Right.
It was written in that she was supposed to be like that. I love the way that they handled the females in this movie. Oh, that scream.
Great cinematography here. The
Yep.
angle and
Yeah.
such a well blocked shot.
Oh, and the little looks that she does consistently in this movie comes up right here too.
Yeah.
Like, see the way he's built and how he cares more about her when he's on the floor. Did you hear that? That old school sound.
Oh, yeah.
That was from Return of the Jedi when in the Jabba's palace. Oh man!
Remember seeing the behind the scenes for this with those
Yeah.
explosions doing that.
This is the reveal.
See, I didn't see that when we first panned by.
She steals my line. Watch. She goes, "What about this one?" What she says? Not yet.
Garbage. Yeah.
Garbage. There it is. Yeah. Just missed the big reveal. Got any
Campea, you're missing the movie that you've seen 15 times.
You got any Doritos in there?
It's all garbage.
Oh, God, it was so awesome. How much fun must it have been to just construct that again?
Oh my God.
Well, they did a little behind the scenes thing with the guys like, I get to come to work every day and build the Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
That right there.
All of it.
Come on.
You just flash back immediately to Luke
Yeah.
in there. I would have liked to seen Rey recognize a little bit, like, I guess you don't want to reveal that she has force powers.
And here's the
but
weird
she
thing:
has
like a lot of people are calling her a Mary Sue. It's like she's been on this planet for like her whole life. She learned how to operate.
and that's not a Mary
And
Sue.
she knows
just
she
crashed in
has
the hole.
operated this ship before.
Yeah.
She just didn't know what the ship was.
That's
mine.
See, I never picked. I saw the 5 times I saw the movie. Stay low.
Confuses their
Their
track.
tracking, yeah.
What a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the very first teaser.
Oh, yeah.
that they put out.
Then it cut. Yeah,
So everybody was
it,
wondering who the hell was flying it at that
Yeah.
point. There he is. His name's John.
Is it really?
John Sampson. I have no idea.
Yeah, right. Where's Chewie?
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Ah, there it is.
Old school.
Old school tracking.
It's a great point about the design, everything looking old and retro, because like in the prequels, they made everything look futuristic, even though it was in the past, but everything looked more advanced with its computer screens and
Nice little ode to the Empire Strikes Back
such a
asteroid
great
field.
shot.
yeah.
BB-8 falling and using cables to suspend himself.
It's that Star Destroyer. How many?
What
Star
a great
Destroyers
use
are
of Star Destroyers too, all
Yeah.
destroyed.
So we really don't know. We don't really know which one was the Lost Stars one because
There's a few.
couple of them.
Yeah. I hope we get a sequel to that book.
These TIE
I don't know if we're
pilots
going
are
to.
good.
Yeah.
They might. Those characters
comic,
might pop.
maybe, yeah.
But those characters might pop in again.
Yeah.
I love that they just show like there's always people ready to take stuff. It's like such a scavenger planet.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, this is very Return of the Jedi through the Death Star type thing.
Yeah.
I love this shot.
Because she knows the interior of these
Yep.
things.
Yes,
she's
she's
been
been
scavenging
inside
them for
and out.
years.
It totally makes sense.
Are we really doing this? And her dad's a great pilot too, John.
What?
Who, Eddie?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You don't think it's Luke either? Her dad?
What about Ezra?
Her dad? Not crazy, I guess, but
No, I have no
Damn,
idea.
I love
I have
this
no
part.
idea.
So great. And people again,
That was
people
cool. That
not
was
taking
cool.
how much credit
Yeah.
Finn is. He's a great shot.
Mhm.
That's very old school Star Wars.
Yeah.
The music.
And
The
then
way-
now you're leaving a planet.
Yep.
Yeah.
The classic Millennium Falcon sounds.
That was the blocking was kind of like now turn. Now
Yeah, right. Yeah.
yeah.
He's like, I've never seen him before.
I never saw him in any meetings.
Yeah.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Right. Skywalker.
It was Kira, but I changed it.
Skywalker. Yeah. Ray Skywalker. Oh, it interrupted there. I had a moment.
Had a
This
moment.
guy had a moment.
It's not the Millennium Falcon if it doesn't have things breaking down every
right.
15 minutes.
It's not my fault.
God, it looks so gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
This poor bastard.
One of the best scenes of the movie.
Easily.
This poor dude. They probably
But
had
this
rock,
is-
paper, scissors for
Right.
who had to go
Yeah.
jump
They
out
knew
of the
what was
way.
going to
Anything else?
happen.
But this is where there's at least a recognition of a girl on Jakku that he's familiar with.
You can interpret it that way.
Yeah.
You can interpret it that way.
I love the little baby Darth Vader design too. Like it's like not the
Yeah.
full.
Right.
It's like just gives you that like, oh, he's in training.
Yeah.
Ah!
He's trying
Wow.
to stay
Like,
calm.
how much does that cost right there? That damage.
The Star Destroyer
This
now
part,
falls
yeah.
out of orbit. It was an important dashboard. Anything else?
Yeah. Like that
Temper
part.
tantrum.
Yep.
Yeah. Love that scene.
That's why I love how unstable he is.
Yeah.
Like, it's
But
I think
this interaction too, when he starts handing her the wrong things, no, like,
yeah.
it's such great pacing of the dialogue.
And it also establishes her as like the dominant personality.
right.
I don't speak
I
that.
don't speak. Look
See,
at him back.
the movements are so expressive.
Yep.
George,
Please. Yeah, Troy, please.
The sound.
Look, yeah. Woo.
Such a
Yeah,
cheap
I love
gag.
that.
They got
I love
like-
that.
oh, so
effective.
good. It
We
got
all
such-
laughed our heads off when
And
that
it got a
happened.
big laugh in the theater.
Yeah.
No.
No.
She keeps getting angry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like typical woman. Stop pointing your finger and just tell me which one it is.
There it comes. I thought this was a good way to do it.
Oh, I agree.
Because by saying that it's when he says it's the resistance, or when he says it's the first order, I was like, okay, it's the first order. That was unnecessary.
He's always unnecessarily touching her.
I thought that was a cheap gag. Like,
putting it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it felt really cool. It just felt very.
Seemed like a little bit like let's try to get a laugh here.
I don't know. It felt a little clumsy the way it should be and the way it would be.
Yeah, see, all that's set up here made me think, okay, wait a minute, there's going to be kind of a little battle here right now.
I love that those are the same breed. Like those are from the Minox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's so much build up to this that I'm like, okay, this might actually be a real battle.
I like how we learn a little bit more about what the Stormtrooper masks actually do. You know, I never really had that discussed in the movie before.
Wow, I love this. It's goosebumps every time, man. I've seen it every time, and this always gets me.
You know, a number of those sound effects we just heard were the same sound effects for when the Star Destroyer took the Corellian Corvette and that door then got blowtorched opened.
Gets me sad. I'm not going to lie. Gets me sad. Chewie.
So they're both really excited to get the ship back.
Yeah.
No, Chewie just picks it up by himself.
I know, right? Super strong.
God, he's Han Solo. He's not playing like a role. It's Han Solo.
The Ivy Boys.
Look how excited she looks.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She plays into the history, man.
No, but that's funny that she knows him as the smuggler, though, and not the war hero.
Right.
12.
They're going to show that in the Solo movie.
They've
They
got to
got it.
show it.
Yeah.
That's like legend. That
Yeah.
has
Or
to be it.
reference it.
Yeah, I think they're going to show
You
it.
got to see it,
I
man.
think. Oh, I love that.
It's a missed opportunity, I think, if they don't show it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Kessel Run?
Yeah.
Come on.
The thing is, it depends how young they're going because it might
Right.
be long before he ever does the Kessel Run.
I hope it's not. That's all I can say. I hope it's like enough of the Han Solo that we know. I
Yeah.
don't want to see baby Anakin's. I don't care
No,
about
totally true.
8-year-old Han Solo. Bam.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the button.
They put so much pressure on all of our characters from like
Yep.
35 years ago and all that. They've haven't seen each other. They're all separated. All the ugliness with Kylo Ren. It's rough. You can see it all right there.
Yeah.
It's just another reason why, like, not every freaking character has to be a Force user because here you got Han Solo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Arguably the most popular, arguably the most important character
Yep.
in the Star Wars lore, and he's just a smuggler, a scoundrel.
Yep.
But enough of a threat that even Supreme Leader Snoke is worried about him.
Oh,
That-
definitely.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
because he's the one that can turn back his apprentice. King Prana. I want to learn more about King Prana.
So yeah, I was really I'm a big fan of the raid movies, and I was happy to see the raid crew. But I thought they were going to
This
do
was-
more.
this was
Yeah,
a
they didn't
waste.
do
They were
anything.
waste.
They were wasted.
Honestly, this entire sequence to me is a waste. They really could have just had all that conversation about Luke and everything and then moved on.
Remember? Yeah.
Started the scene has. I was a big I didn't like the scene at all.
I like this scene.
When I first saw it, and then after like the third, fourth time, it started to grow on me a little bit.
Okay.
You know why I like this scene? Because it's a little mini.
Here comes
adventure.
Ellis. Here comes Ellis. Ellis is coming.
Mark Ellis
Yeah.
is here
Mark Ellis is
right
in the
now, but
movie.
he's
Yeah.
on the screen.
Wow.
Here he comes. Did you know that this part? Ellis is in the movie.
No, which one?
I'm saying
Right,
right
he's
now.
coming
Here he
right
comes.
now.
Here he comes. There he is.
Oh, there's Mark. Yeah.
Mark Ellis
There
in
he
the
is.
house.
I'm going to Chili's.
That's a horrible Scottish accent he's doing, though.
I know.
Mark can't do a Scottish
He
accent.
needs to work on it.
Isn't he actually Scottish, the guy?
But it's Mark Ellis.
Yeah.
Oh.
This version is Mark Ellis.
Oh.
It is stupid how much he looks like
Those
Ellis.
eyes. It's the
Yeah.
eyes.
It really
The eyes,
is
the
Mark
eyebrows,
Ellis.
the bridge of the nose, the whole bit.
Mark Ellis is Conja Club.
Yep.
And if he ever opens a bar, it should be called Conja Club. I like the design of the guards,
Yeah.
the weird eyes.
God, it looks just like him.
Here's the raid, guys.
Tell that to
God,
Concha.
they're so wasted.
Because in the raid movies, these guys are, especially the guy with the long hair.
Yeah,
he's
he's such a
fantastic.
badass,
So
man. He's
badass.
Gave
crazy
him a
skilled.
Stupid haircut.
It's great the way he says
Yeah.
that.
Costa Leach survives.
Yes, he does.
I love that face.
And then the little nod
Yeah.
from Chewie. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Also, you know what I liked about the scene though, John, right here is the fact that it gives you a little more into the fact that he's back to his old tricks again.
Yeah,
that's
he left.
true.
He left the rebellion. He left the
Yeah,
resistance.
But I still don't think they needed to for this scene for us to get that. You know,
You could
you
have
know,
probably
it's not
done
a complete waste. There's some nuggets of gold
Yeah.
in this.
Mhm.
There are. I just felt the movie probably would have flowed a little bit better. Not that the movie has flow problems. It
No, I
doesn't.
know what
I
you're
just think
saying,
it
yeah.
would have been even better had they kind of slipped this whole scene out.
I want to
But I just like it. It builds up Ray and Finn's working together.
Yeah.
I just like it because it's separate from the main story and it's just a little adventure.
My big problem was the scene was this coming up was the CGI.
Yeah, because
Wow.
we were
That
praising
was,
the scene. I feel like this is the most obvious CGI
Yeah,
scene
yeah.
in the movie.
It looks like that floating head Dungeons and Dragons monster that used to be on the
Yes.
cover of the Monster Manual.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a scary monster. I mean, it's it's freaky.
Here comes the Indiana Jones punch. Here it comes. Now, Han Solo will kill a guy in a second.
yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
And he gets away.
Yep.
That's the last we see of him, I think.
I think so. He might pop up one more time, but I think that's it. I also don't understand why the Ratar doesn't kill Finn when he's got him in his jaws.
Yeah, it kind of drags him away. Yeah.
I love the little putting her hand over her mouth.
Like, she's got great facial reactions.
That was a cool noise. Sound effect.
Yeah, like why isn't this Ratar eating him at this point? Why? The other
They
ones.
need to digest the other four guys.
There's three Ratars. That's the
Well, you
difference.
know, hey.
You're making excuses.
He got
Yeah.
one too. He got one too.
I see these guys kind of think a little shop of horrors like, feed me,
Yeah.
Seymour, feed me.
That's right.
He's still alive.
Still screaming.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Ah, yeah,
like a video
every
game.
camera, ah.
Video game. Oh. Get off me. Yeah, I think they could have used like that right there. They could have used the practical effect for the arm too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, Chewie gets shot here, man.
But see, now look, they emphasize over and over again through this movie that bowcaster is incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
It hits somebody, it wipes them out, it throws
Hurts
them
them
10,
bad,
15
yeah.
feet back. And that's important later for us. Like, people totally forget about that. When Kylo gets shot with that thing,
It hurts him bad.
it's like, this
Yeah.
dude is dying. When he's
Yeah,
out there
and cut him
fighting Finn
open,
and
yeah.
everything, he's not just slightly...
And it,
You know,
and it's from a good distance too.
Yeah.
Jedi, they should really show how powerful that thing is too.
But there's a scene coming up a little bit later when Han uses it, and he shoots like, and the 3 stormtroopers go flying all at once, and that's what Kylo Ren gets shot with.
It is surprising though that all the years these guys have been together, Han really hasn't used that weapon. Yeah.
And he's used it. He uses it like 2 or 3 times in this movie.
Great little
training
cameo by the
orb,
ball, little Easter egg.
And I like how this thing.
What are those things called? Because their teeth are pretty weak,
Rathgar.
not being able to crack through this cockpit.
Well, just
See ya.
Tears into shreds.
I was looking at their guns too. I love how it shows like the charge, whatever clip they use.
And I'll be on Movie Talk next week.
That's right. Bye, Mark
Ellis out.
Yeah.
Mark Ellis out. Thank you for coming, everybody.
Yeah.
Tip your waitress.
Death Star.
I love this new Star Killer
base.
thing.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
There he is. Snoke.
Why is he so giant? That's what I thought when I first saw this.
Andy Serkis, man.
His voices are incredible.
He's probably like 2 feet tall.
Yeah. Shut up, kiss ass.
Right, everybody? I'm going to explain the plot now. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Here I go.
You can see Serkis in there.
Yeah.
With that one.
He got a little stare before he leaves.
I'll tell you, that line that he said about Skywalker coming back and training the new Jedi, soon that's going to happen in 8. Is Rey the Awakening?
Yeah.
Love that right away they tell you that.
Okay, because we, the audience, didn't get that.
No.
He's aboard the Millennium Falcon in the hands of your father. Who could he be talking about? Han Solo. Oh, okay.
Well, Han Solo didn't have the ship
Yes, he does, as of this point.
right now, but he didn't have. You're saying it's the audience, but he could say it's in the hands of the Millennium Falcon. To Kylo Ren, the Falcon's hasn't been with Han Solo.
No,
for a
remember,
while.
they know that now. Remember, because the last thing Conjure Club says is
Love that
inform the
shot.
First Order that it's aboard the
I love how they
Millennium Falcon with Han Solo.
that's how
if
he
you were
knows.
worried
Yeah.
that he was a giant 50-foot monster, then they're like, no, it's just a hologram. You're like, thank God.
Yeah, I was very relieved.
But
when
whoever
that
set up the
happened.
projector on that thing, talk about ego.
Yeah,
that guy has
That's
ego.
right. He's like, you must
It's
view
like-
so I
me
think
at giant
It's
size.
very,
Right.
it's very Wizard of Oz.
Oh, the
Yeah,
biggest
it is.
screen, biggest
You're right,
projection.
John. I hope he's like a little 2 foot
Like 2
tall,
foot,
dude.
like
That would be
Yoda
awesome.
height.
Like he's Yoda.
Yeah.
He could be a Yoda.
Yeah.
I would love it if in like 8 or something, because Chewie is so faithful to Han, right? That he always plays second fiddle. But I've always loved that in Return of the Jedi, when they bring him into Jabba's palace, Jabba's like, we've got
The mighty Chewbacca.
the mighty Chewbacca. And the way he's like totally boss in this, I would love it if at some point in Star Wars, whether it's Episode 8 or whatever, they go into Chewie is like the biggest badass in the universe. You best watch out.
I want to learn. I do want to look. I know we're not all fans of Chuck Wending's book, The Aftermath,
Right?
but Life Debt. I am very curious to see what happens and how what kind of personality Chewie had.
Yeah.
He says a Han Solo.
Here's
There's a
one of
picture
my
the-
favorite parts of this movie,
Yeah.
where it's like you just see what the droid has been hiding.
Yeah.
Well, it gives you a little bit more of the insight into Luke and stuff too.
Yeah. And they find out about the Force.
Coward.
So there have to be others out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless they're all dead. Like,
Yeah.
Because in that one flash, we see like Kylo surrounded
Yeah.
by people.
like me.
Yeah, right.
this is the one questionable thing about the Star Wars lore is that remember these guys, the Jedi were around and protecting the universe for thousands of years, just a generation before this.
Yeah.
And for them to think, oh, they were all just myth. That's like us thinking that
The Romans.
the 1950s New York Yankees were a myth.
Right.
They were never real. It's
Well,
like,
because they have libraries,
but
and
it's not a generation. It's like 3 generations.
But it's also
like
it's
this
also-
is like 3 generations before.
but one
also,
generation before
Ray,
Solo.
Ray didn't even know that he was a general. She thought she heard the smuggler tale, so
Right.
she's not very equipped in.
Right, we're
in
going from
history.
planet to planet to planet,
Yeah.
especially with the empires. Like their rule. I'm sure it's like
Look at that. That's awesome.
That's
Now,
cool.
all right,
That's
John,
good.
this is the moment that I wanted to talk to you about because we're in different opinions here.
All right.
Now, I'm curious what the guys, Schnepp and David. So right here, when she sees this, watch Solo's face. Watch his face. Like, what is that? Like, to me,
I think it's
that's-
knowing.
It's
a
like,
little more
there's more. There's something.
I
to
think
it.
that's reading into it. I just think that was a very
him
It was
just
a
saying she's
compassionate
never
thing. It's
seen
something she
anything.
said.
I know,
like,
but,
that's sad.
I think that there's something. I think there's a connection
don't.
because
between it.
because you're focusing on the beginning of the look, which is but you're ignoring the last part of the look, which is just, and that last part of his look is,
Yeah.
and it goes on about it.
I think maybe it's like him feeling sorry for her because he's like, look, kid, that
Yeah,
travels
that
from
was
one
a
end of the
really
galaxy to the other, like,
touching thing she
Yeah.
said.
because he travels all over the place.
She's
Solo.
called me so. I
Right.
love this character so much.
Yeah. All right, big deal.
Like, oh, he already calls him out.
Yeah.
That's such a good exchange.
Yep.
No ships anywhere.
Yeah. It's a port. It's just everybody drunk. There's like they're on this giant green
Everybody's drinking.
planet.
I think they explained it in the book a lot better.
I know, but stop talking about the book,
No,
man. I'm
I'm
not
just
going to
saying.
read the book.
I'm just telling you.
I just
better.
want the movie to make
but
sense.
it's canon.
It doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying, like, if I just watch the movies, I don't need somebody to be like, in the side sandwich book edition.
Says the ultimate comic book fan.
Hey, look.
Sniff it.
Look, no way. Comic books don't matter as far as the movies. A movie should stand up on its own.
Well, yes, but it doesn't connect into the universe the same way. The comics.
So you're just way too
Look,
sweaty about
no,
Star
if
Wars.
if it ain't in the movie, it ain't real. I mean, that's all that matters to the audience sitting
True.
there in
Yeah,
the
that's
theater.
all I'm saying.
Whatever.
Now,
I'm not
How
reading
big of
Dark
a
Force or
problem-
whatever that Dark Bus or whatever the
Dark Bus.
or whatever book you're
How big
reading.
of a problem is it though? Really?
Not really.
No.
It's not.
It doesn't bother
but-
me that much. It's fun to just comment on though.
I hate you.
Like everybody's drunk inside.
Yeah.
That's
I
what it
loved
is.
how excited she looked when she thought she was being offered a job.
Yeah.
So, like I think it was the first time in her life she was offered a job.
You're right.
Chewie.
Or Chewie. He's still got to do work. He's all shut
That's the
up.
Finnish guy, right? Shouldn't it? Doubt that's
I
Peter.
like this little look she gives. This little.
Yeah, that
I
little
love
squinky.
it. She's
Yeah.
so freaking adorable.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Someone arrest Campea. Love that thing. What is that thing? What does it do?
Honestly, this little robot walking out felt a little George Lucas prequel-y to me.
That
Mhm.
one?
Like putting
I
it
like
in
that
for the
thing.
sake of it being
Yeah.
there.
This
but-
Boba Fett and Mandalorian. See it?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1,000 years.
Just why I want to know if she might have known Yoda. I mean,
Yoda,
she's
right.
old. I mean,
and she's got
and
a
she's a
statue.
Force
of
She's
user.
herself
the
up.
orange Yoda.
With
That's what I call
900
her.
years
You
old,
still-
too,
you still not like her?
She must
No, I
know
like
Yoda.
her.
You
I'm
like
just
her
saying
now,
she's
okay.
like an orange Yoda.
No, because you didn't like her at first.
She
You
must
and
know
Dennis didn't
Yoda.
like her at first.
Maybe the first.
I love this
screening.
music.
She grew on me.
Little wolf creature.
Yeah.
Doom
And
That was, by the way, that
Jay-
little wolf creature was in the
Yep,
original Star
yep.
Wars as well.
And JJ had part to do with this music.
But
Why'd she scream?
uh-oh.
Well, hey.
I love that.
Still
I
getting.
like that Wookiee. It's the way she's- I like that Wookiee.
I mean,
Little walk.
Lupita, for such a young person, has such a
By the
great
way,
voice,
that
like, maturity in her
character-
voice.
That
The
character
girl.
is
Yeah,
the one
that-
who finds the Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah. They have a little, like,
What?
book you can get.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have a
you
little
guys
book.
are talking
yeah.
about those books again.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Snap, sorry. Yep. No books.
I like all these characters. Look at IG-88 head.
Yep. No.
That guy has a microphone for a mouth.
Yep. Yeah, her.
I love that
She's
costume.
hot.
Yeah, they go into a whole thing about her. Bastine or something. I forget. She's a badass too. Her story. Did you read that story?
I didn't read it.
It's
No.
really a perfect weapon. Not Jeff Speakman.
Not just me. This is the Kylo Ren throws a little pity party for himself scene. One of the things a lot of people have asked me about, and it's a good question, is you have to assume that Kylo knows that ultimately at the end, Vader turned.
He does, yeah.
And so I wonder what that does to his complete dedication to this dark side Vader, knowing that ultimately, like he's confessing to Vader, I'm feeling a call to the light, but he's got to understand he's confessing that to a dude who ultimately turned back.
He does, but I think he also focuses on the fact of his good. Now, Schnepp, I know you like me to reference the book, but which they reference how Snoke said in a pretty great career for the most part had one bad moment, so he's focusing on like to him the good career.
No.
Food's delicious.
The fruit looks so good. Yeah.
Booby.
What is she eating?
Fruit.
It's got to look like a little island in the middle of it.
Yeah,
It does, yeah.
Looks good.
It's like an apple carved out with some guacamole in the middle.
Right.
Which now that I'm thinking about it, I want to make that.
Sounds good.
First mention of the Sith, by the way.
Yeah.
And the history almost to where
Yeah,
the
she's
Sith,
1,000 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, she's seen, the history. Like it goes to show that there was that Sith army back in the day. Like,
Mm-hmm.
So thinking, kid, I've seen worse.
yeah. No creepy crawling on the table.
See, that's some Yoda stuff going on right there.
I always assumed when they played that line in the trailer that she was talking to Rey. But also that line in the trailer is, I know your eyes.
Yeah.
It's not actually in the movie.
It's pissed off. That was a very Yoda moment right there, yeah.
One of the first times he's being truthful.
Yeah.
That's his badass, the red helmet.
Too. That guy's in the book, though.
Yeah.
I like how she's like, all right, if that's the way you are, I can still help you go ahead.
I love she's so mission oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
This is the first big adventure she's ever been on.
right.
It's so expressive.
Yeah. Cut. Like Jabba.
I think he's got that cane. And one of the new books has those two on the cover.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is where Unkar Plutt. This would if they would have left this in there with Unkar Plutt coming back in and Chewie ripping his arm out,
Right.
it would have proven everybody that she wasn't Mary Sue because she tries to take a shot at Unkar Plutt and the safety's not on. So later on she's like, "Oh, the safety." That's
Now
because
is
they
that
cut a
deleted
out.
scene going to be on these Blu-rays?
I don't know if it's on this one.
This one little exchange is a little too on the nose for me. You looked at me the way no one ever had. It's like, okay. This is the one dialogue cringe moment. Every good movie has a few
I
dialogue
believe
cringe
it though,
moments.
because you think about it, he's a stormtrooper. He's like No one ever looked at him.
Yeah.
I get it.
Phasma.
It's just the way he's expressing.
The cold,
put it like a little affair or
the
something.
silver reflective face of Phasma is all I know. Your beautiful young human face. Yeah, right.
I'm out of here. Peace out,
Man, can't wait for Phasma to show up again.
You know. You pretty. Love the characters in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where plot like kind of finds her.
It's kind of like her cave
yeah.
moment in
Yeah.
Empire, from Empire.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, going in the
good
cave.
callback. Yeah, for sure.
Sound
Your
like
weapons, you will not need
Well,
them.
that's why I think that the
Need them, you will not.
saber. I mean, like because the saber's calling to her. There's so much like this is. It's kind of got a Harry Potter moment to it as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Like more about the history of who she is, where she came
Yeah.
Right.
I love how BB-8 goes down the
yeah.
stairs.
One
What?
at a time.
What?
Ba-dunk.
I'm curious how he gets back up those stairs.
I know, right? I think somebody had to carry him.
I still want to know how the hell she got that lightsaber.
See, I
April
still
5th,
don't think
yeah.
the saber is calling to her, because nothing in like sabers aren't sentient. I
Right.
think the Force is calling.
Force
to
is
her.
calling.
I think the Force.
No,
now,
the
but-
cave moment is a perfect parallel to the Empire Strikes
but
Back.
Maz does say, and now it calls to you. She does say that.
Yeah, that's right.
But I still have a trouble with that because
She's talking about the
just
Force.
it's
and this
just
is
a
also
lightsaber.
she found this on Bespin, John Roca.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's
Oh,
cold-blooded.
that's
Come
mean.
on.
That's
Rough.
mean.
Just some
I'm
roughness.
just bringing it just aired, so I'm just
Bringing out the
bringing it up.
roughness.
Just bring it up. I'm sure he'll use it against me when he challenges me.
Yeah, there you go. Be like, it's
Here it comes.
Tatooine.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, the scream of the lightsaber. They're originally supposed to have Vader and Luke fighting in the background.
Right.
There's Bespin.
Wow.
You hear Luke scream in the background? There he is. First shot of Luke. Now, that guy was going after Rey, and someone protected her.
Yeah.
It was Kylo Ren protecting her.
we don't know that they see her.
Yeah, they don't
I
see
know-
her. This is
I'd
a
seen-
vision.
but he sees her. There's Garplot's hand.
Yeah, and clearly his voice.
But wait,
Now,
the only
who's in
thing
there?
with that scene-
Skywalker taking off.
Ray?
Right?
This
Now
is
she's in the
always-
future.
Right.
You've taken your
Little
first
Ewan.
steps.
What was the thing with the scene?
Well, the thing is with Kylo looking, if that was her, I guess it depends if her memory was wiped or not. Aren't they about the same age, give
No,
or take?
no,
Kylo's,
he's
supposed to be much. What's her age in this movie? Like, what is she?
Kylo was. It says it in the book. Kylo's 29. She's
Oh,
not-
okay.
she's 19.
She's like, yeah.
Okay, so it's
she'll be
10 years
years
difference.
younger.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense
yeah.
then. So he could be 20 then, and
Yeah.
she would be okay. That makes sense.
I see your eyes. You already know the truth. Whoever you're waiting for in Jakku, they're never coming back.
Her face is really good here.
Mhm.
There's someone who still could. The belonging you seek is not behind you. It is ahead. I am no Jedi, but I know the Force.
And apparently you can use it too.
Yeah. I'm so curious of what Luke and her relationship is going to be like.
Mm.
Whether it's father
We may
and daughter,
never see
whatever.
her again.
No, I meant Ray and Luke.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Whether it's
that'll be
father
interesting.
and daughter, whatever, too. Just in general, like what the dynamic is going to
I
be.
hope
like.
Maz comes back though. I'd love to see.
I feel like
her
with
in
I
Lupita
think
doing her
she'll be
voice, I feel like we
back.
got to
Yeah.
see her again. I feel
Yeah.
like
And she said they're not coming back, but there's someone who could. And
Right.
So she's
And
referring
she-
to Luke.
She says Luke. Yeah.
what? But, yeah.
Come on, now I got to give it to that
Bitch.
stormtrooper.
It's like I'm 1,000 years old. I can't
Yeah.
chase after you.
It's really-
That song sounds very Harry Potter.
It
Well,
does.
that's John
Yeah, it
Williams.
does.
John Williams is
That's
Harry
right.
Potter, yeah, I know.
That's right.
But it sounds very
Yeah, sounds very Potterish.
Potterish.
She's running away from Hogwarts.
Yep. What was that planet? Oh, here he goes. It's the worst part of the
Today.
whole movie. I hate this speech.
She's
His face.
evil.
Oh, much about it.
But I like his cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very eloquent, though.
Just tone it down.
He
will ya?
is.
Is that a blue dude on the next to Phasma?
It's not.
No.
It's that dude who said, inform
Okay.
the general. This is that guy. He pops up a few times
There
in
he
this
is,
movie.
Great year for
True.
Donald Gleason, though. Revenant, Brooklyn.
Oh,
Great year
Ex
for him.
Machina.
Ex Machina. Great year for him
Yeah.
last year.
Stop yelling.
It's a big room. It's a big place.
Crickets.
Well, you do believe him and his hatred of the Republic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, that speech still does not bother me though, and
No?
even the way he delivers it,
It doesn't bother me.
It actually kind of works for
Yeah,
me.
it shows he's
I do like the way
so
that-
happy to bring the death
His
of all these
hatred,
people.
like, he
yeah,
is
full
not just-
hatred.
He's not just evil; he believes in this.
Yeah.
Did you like the way the gun fires? It kind of
Yeah, he's
shoots
very-
off into like different.
Now,
Very happy.
This Finn reaction is something people have talked about too. Like how Finn is able to feel this from so far away. I don't think he's force sensitive, but some
No, I
people
don't
have,
either.
have hinted at that.
I think it was a poor choice that hey, everybody in the universe can see these lights streaking
Yeah.
across the sky. It's like, how close are we?
Because watch, he feels it. He
No,
hears.
it's the sound. You hear the
Yeah,
sound
he
and
hears
people
it.
screaming, and then he turns.
Yeah, he hears the screaming.
But that's everybody on the ground. That's everybody around
Is
him.
it?
Everybody sees it.
Because, and this is what was, I think, not explained well enough.
Right.
Because the people that are, all these people, these are all senators. And
Right.
this guy's, that's the supreme chancellor on the far left here. That
Right.
alien
The dude
dude.
with the big
They
beard.
didn't-
And that's
Oh,
Leia's.
okay.
That's Leia's girl, like main in charge girl.
Attaché, yeah.
Yeah. And there's no emotion to it because you have no
Right.
idea.
No,
who they
right.
are.
None.
They didn't set it up enough.
Yeah.
Or at all.
At all.
Yeah.
And why can they all see it streaking across the sky?
Yeah, they don't know what it was.
And they're that close to those planets that they can just see it happening? Minor mistake, but
Yeah.
a mistake
Mhm.
nonetheless.
Right, because the Millennium Falcon had to travel light speed,
Yeah.
hyperspace, It's like
Hello.
He cut up pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, how'd you get up those stairs?
Yeah.
that's right. I think he used his toe line. And then
I guess, yeah, that's one thing. He's demonstrated he uses the toe lines. See what I mean? There's nothing in that bag that's any good. That's those spicy ones, right? I can't stand the
Yeah.
spicy ones.
they don't have the normal ones.
No.
Damn.
That's a great shot right there with the
Love
sun.
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah,
Starring
yeah.
TIE Fighters.
Another Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford was there.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
It's like, how did you find that?
Good question for another time.
Oh.
No, I really think it's quite important that you tell me
Yeah.
how you got Luke's lightsaber.
Right. John Campea, it's for one of the books that these guys and you are reading. You get to get a full book about it.
Really? You need to
I'm
divorce to
Kristian
let you know that?
Harloff. Shave your head and go to sleep.
Now, here's a question. All those aliens that were inside there drinking, why aren't they taking off in their spaceships?
Well, hopefully they have. Well, they all came outside to look at the planets blowing
Oh,
up.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, the safety. I think she didn't get it right the first time. Like she missed. First shot
Yeah.
missed. Second shot a little better.
It's on a commentary if I'm not eating something.
That's right.
Dennis came in and did a nice impersonation of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Told everybody to shave their heads and go to bed. Yeah.
His impersonation was great too. Is I'm Kristian Harloff.
Yeah.
Shave your head.
Shave your head,
go to
go to bed.
Eat a blanket.
That's my new addition that you're welcome to have.
Oof.
Yeah, they're all biting it right now.
Ooh,
So
no
still the
look.
best shot in the galaxy.
No look.
Come on, Chewie.
Dumbass.
He runs into Force.
Now again, we're going to demonstrate how
Yeah.
powerful this weapon is.
Mhm.
Can I try that?
One shot.
Boom.
Right.
Oh, love that.
This part is a traitor.
This should have been Phasma.
Well, this is Force. This is Buddy from the Academy.
Yeah.
Who?
But
This is Buddy
he's
from the
right. It
Academy,
should have
Force.
been. It should have been Phasma.
Yes, it should have been.
Yeah.
How do you know who that guy is?
You don't want to know.
novel.
You don't
You
want.
don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I love that weapon though
He
he's
had a
using.
rivalry with.
Ooh.
Man, it's a good thing we brought along these can fight with lightsaber weapons
I
Yeah.
know,
to
right?
this little raid of this bar.
Bam.
And again, the bowcaster.
Wow.
That's a good point, John. So I guess you can give credit for Kylo for being able to fight at the end with one of those, bolts going right through
That's the
him.
thing. Like even from the beginning, when people were criticizing, "Oh, it's so stupid that Rey or Finn could fight him," it's like
He's like mortally.
he was dying.
Right.
He wasn't a scratch. He got shot with that bowcaster.
When Jordan was playing in the finals when he was sick, he wasn't at 100%.
Yeah.
This is a great scene.
So nice.
The cavalry coming. And our first exposure that Poe's still alive.
Right.
I love the fights in space, but something about being in atmosphere just makes it so much
Yeah.
cooler, though. Yeah.
Very hot.
Mhm. Ooh, that guy went fine.
Very accurate shooting.
Yeah, there's an X-Wing pilot taking out individual soldiers.
Right.
Thank you. Yoink. One,
I
two,
love this
three,
scene,
Good
yeah.
shot,
four,
man. Yeah.
five,
Right.
6,
And three
and
stormtroopers.
three stormtroopers,
And
7, 8,
9, 10.
10.
I never counted them before.
It's a lot of
count 'em
ships
in
he
the
just takes out.
No, I never
Did you
did.
ever count him in the theater before?
Probably my second viewing I
Oh,
did. And she hears the lightsaber.
Did you watch the latest Rebels, by the way?
No.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to bring
Isn't
up.
it the finale?
Yeah.
It's good,
Yeah, yeah,
John.
I
It's
gotta
I was
good.
going to bring up something.
Keep shooting.
Why? Worthless.
Because it's the only shot you got. Walking backwards through the woods isn't going to get you anywhere.
Run so he can't catch you.
It's such a frightening scene where
Yeah.
it does that.
Breath, little breath.
And they just talk so calm. I love that range of the character. You can go from being this petulant little angry child to like calm, smooth. The facade of it all is so great.
There's a guy at WonderCon who was dressed as Kylo Ren, undercover boss from Saturday Night Live.
Okay, Matt.
Really, yeah.
I saw
Matt, the
him.
radio
yeah,
technician?
Matt. Yeah.
Great.
I saw that guy at Kamikaze. No, not Kamikaze. Where was it? Long Beach Comic Con, I think it was
Oh,
at.
Yeah.
Recently, he was there. It looked amazing.
He's got Roka's glove on.
No problem. I love this.
There's a little abracadabra. You fall asleep now.
That's right.
A little
It's like
Bill
this,
Cosby trick.
Dark City.
Right. Well, that right there is like a monster movie.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
carrying the girl.
How come Kylo doesn't sense him there though?
He's a little focused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do wish they had a scene together.
Oh man, it would have made a world of difference.
This is a commentary, not a Blu-ray review, but the picture quality is incredible. It looks great.
Yeah.
This Blu-ray,
Oh,
because
it's
not all
amazing.
Blu-rays look great. This one looks fantastic.
This is amazing.
Like, you can still see the film grain and everything. It looks really good. The picture's great. Good picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, our first rodeo kid.
Right.
It's like, oh, hey, hon.
Music.
That's a great way to bring C-3PO into it.
Doesn't have the silver leg anymore though.
He's like Chopper looking for a new leg.
And they pretty much just confirm right away C-3PO and BB know each other quite well. No. Saying be nice to him.
I wonder now, even though I liked the fact that Snoke brought up that your father, Han Solo, I wonder if that would have been a better reveal. If right there he's like, I saw our son, he was here. Like, that would have been interesting. If they would have revealed it there. Yeah. Where are they going?
I know. Run. Yeah, like what's down there?
Yeah.
Look, they're still running. Where are they going? There's nothing down there.
Guys, is a really sensitive document.
They're like jogging in place. They're getting the hell out of there. Screw this. This is a moment I love between Poe and BB-8. Like, they're buddies. He's not just a droid. That's his buddy. Yeah, I love that.
Look at this guy.
They're having this big conversation.
Yeah.
This guy stole your coat.
They run up to each other and he punches him in the face. Give me my jacket.
There was a stupid commentary about, like, why does he care so much? Why would he go and give him a hug? Because he saved his life?
Yeah.
And he heard that the guy who saved his life also completed his mission
Right,
and got
yep.
BB-8 out of there.
Ridiculous.
That's the reason to hug somebody.
Uh-huh. I'll bring you to the general. You deserve it. It's Greg Grunberg back.
And Princess Leia's daughter in real life.
Yep. Greg Grunberg, by the way, in Aftermath. That's the character in Aftermath.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
The kid.
She's great in Scream Queens.
Oh, she.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher's
Oh,
daughter.
daughter.
Wait, Grunberg is the kid, the main kid?
Yeah.
That's him?
In Aftermath.
grown up?
Yep.
Oh.
Did you know that, John?
That's
That Grunberg was the main kid in Aftermath. That's Grunberg.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Superman's key.
That's right.
Jor-El comes up.
That's right.
Akbar looks a little different.
Yeah.
So, not in a bad way, just something a little different about him.
Plastic surgery.
Yeah. He's aged.
Yeah.
It's been a few
Lives
years.
in Coruscant. Got some work done.
Oh,
Here we go.
Big applause.
yeah.
That's where you see how tiny BB-8 is compared to R2-D2.
So that made this whole dialogue by C-3PO out of place because he's explaining something to BB-8 that BB-8 would already know quite well.
Right. Well, not necessarily. We don't know how long, what missions Poe's been on, and how long he was away from the base.
Have to have been
It'll be a long time.
like 5 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Don't really know if Adam Driver and Harrison Ford look a lot
Oh,
alike.
I don't know. I disagree. I see a little bit of a
Love Adam
You
Driver.
know, I never saw it either until they're face to face.
Yeah,
on
do it
that
side by
unsafe
side. I
bridge.
Think so?
Yeah. I felt pained Han Solo is.
That was her best line in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we both.
did,
Mhm.
like written and performed.
You think she's gonna make it out of 8?
I don't think she is.
She's
Mm.
gonna die.
I think she's gonna die in 8.
I do too. You think
Are
she's
you
gonna make
sure?
it?
Well, I mean, they don't have to. She could be like this, kind of be in the background as in the command center, just kind of guiding people. She doesn't have to be, the main presence. So
No.
I think they can keep her around without her getting in the way of the movie going forward.
I think she
She
dies
could
in.
become the Mon Mothma
Yeah,
of this series, but I do think she's gonna
I
die.
think they're gonna
Okay.
leave, I think they're gonna
You
leave
think
it
it's
up.
going to be an 8?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
they're gonna leave it up to Laura Dern to be Mon Mothma. I think that 7 Han goes, 8 Leia goes, and 9 Luke goes.
Dang,
Why you got to be killing
I
everybody?
know.
Transition, man.
Wait, who do you think goes out in 8?
You
Leia.
said Leia, and then Luke dies in 9.
Oh, I thought you said Leia goes in 9 and then Luke later.
No.
Okay. I agree with that.
It's a good way to send them off.
Mm.
Great line.
How you know I'm a creature? Prove that.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Messed up hair, messed up
Yeah.
helmet hair. Cut away. Puts the helmet down
And some tasty ashes.
and not messed up hair.
Someone's
He
seen
did a
this movie
quick,
a lot.
Here's a little one of these, yeah.
Dude, Matt straight up sucks.
This was kind of like the Anakin that we were hoping to get.
Yeah.
He sees the future and doesn't even realize it. Where is it?
Yeah.
See?
That's where Luke. Yeah.
Bitch.
Because she lives in a desert world. It's not a memory. I'm telling you, it's not a memory.
It's not a memory. It's a vision.
Maybe a vision,
That's
or
what-
just
that-
or just dream because she's on a desert world. She dreams of an ocean and
He
an
sees,
island.
she-
I'm convinced he sees the vision. She
I'm
sees
not
the
convinced
vision.
either way on
Mhm.
that.
You're talking about she knows
I'm not
where,
talking about
where Luke
I'm not
is
talking about
already.
relationship father-daughter here, but I'm talking about vision.
Yeah.
He sees the vision.
Mm.
He's coincidental that she winds up going on an island. Power. First standoff. Love that face. I can't crack this code.
This one reminds me of Scanners a little bit, like David Cronenberg Scanners.
Yeah. Look at this.
Reversed.
Yep. Wow, I love that. I love that mention of Vader, though. How do you know that?
She just messed him up.
Yeah, you read my diary?
Resisted you. She's strong, boss. I'm trained but stronger than she knows. And the droid.
Uh-oh.
Just pops in.
Little snitch bitch.
Kylo's bummed because he doesn't have his helmet.
Yep.
Like, you can see what I'm looking like.
What happened to his head? Look at his head.
That's a gash.
That is a gash.
That's a gash.
Call him. Call him. See, this is why Snoke is not a great strategist. He's not as good as the Emperor, I'll tell you that.
He seems more emotional because the Emperor like hit it more.
He's emotional, and he doesn't make the best strategy moves. There's Daniel Craig. Everybody knows that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or take me to a ship and fly me out of here.
You think Craig just asked? Like
He was in town, I think, for Spectre, and I think he's friends with JJ. Has he talked about this at all?
Craig? I've never heard him say anything about it.
I'm gonna wreck some shop. This is why I think. I understand that people's complaints. They don't explain this because it's like, how does she know how to do the mind tricks?
That's the only thing that. Yeah.
She can feel it. She can feel it.
I'm going to say that it's coming back to her. Training's coming back.
Yeah, especially with Kylo trying to open her mind.
Right.
Reversed it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
She just felt herself go inside of his mind.
Yeah.
And she's feeling it now.
Yeah, don't drop it. Craig sounded like he changed his voice a little. Didn't sound like him.
No.
Now, this scene is already great with him freaking out in there. But the little additional touch of the two stormtroopers walking around the corner was just gold. Yeah, let's just go the other way.
Yeah. I think they're right. I forget who they are.
So how many sons did this little thing have?
Yeah, right. They're just.
If they had to drain out a sun to shoot it before, where'd the second one come from?
It reheats.
Well, they're not. Yes, they're just draining the top of the sun.
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
reheats.
No, it goes dark. The weapon is charged when the sun is extinguished.
This is where Star Wars science
That's
is
why he
always so
says
hard.
as long as there's light, there's hope. Because the weapon's not fully charged as long as the sun hasn't been drained.
Huh. Weird.
Another Game of Thrones guy right there.
Oh, laser cannon guy?
Yeah.
Like Donald Sutherland showed up. Look at that guy.
He does look like
Right,
Donald
right?
Sutherland.
Holy crap, it's big.
Akbar!
That's a trap.
Wexley, right? Wexler? I forget what
See,
his
the
name
sun is drained until it disappears.
What's Lando's co-pilot's name again?
That
Neem
doesn't
Num.
really make
Neem
sense.
Num.
But
No, it doesn't.
I love how he says that. It's a great line.
That's kind of lost.
There's got to be something we can blow up.
Yeah.
At least they acknowledge that. Like, you know,
They
something
acknowledge it,
big,
but
we
also
blow it
people,
up.
and we'll get to it once we get there, but it's not like it was probably luck that they were able to blow it up because Poe was able to get in there.
Yeah.
He needs to clean the shitter, so I can help you.
I like this guy. Got Thor in the background, too. You see Thor back there?
Neemnum's
Nine
head is
noob.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, his head is huge. Now I'm very curious to see like where his story goes because he
yeah,
was
now,
so against the
now that I know
Republic.
that's him, now
Yeah.
I'm more interested in the story now.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
look,
great.
Yeah, that look was around.
I got you, man. I got you. That's it.
I just was yelling at Chewie. Do you think, John, that during Bloodline they're going to be together, or they'll be ready to be toast?
Because that's, I think, what, 6 years before?
It's 6 years before The Force Awakens, yeah.
It's close. That's close.
You guys
That's
talking
a
about
close
Hellraiser
time.
Bloodline or
No, it's-
Bloodlines is on Netflix?
That's a good
TV
Blood
series
Hellraiser
about
Blood.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Bloodline is
Constantine.
a novel that's coming out like
I
6
know.
months before.
Big nerd.
It's a book. It's a lot of pages and stuff. You turn it.
If it's Star Wars related, I can't read it. I read other books, regular books. But if it's Star Wars, I just watch the movies.
Dirty skunk.
I know. I do read the comics.
Put a comic in the bathroom. I'll whip my behind with it. Well, Brainiac said.
Shut up. You read the comics too.
I do.
Female Stormtrooper.
Female Stormtrooper.
Yeah. That's cool.
Force powers? What does that mean, sir? I'm a stormtrooper.
Right.
Okay, sir.
Why did he tell the stormtrooper that?
Because the audience needed to hear
Yeah.
it.
JJ was just like, I don't know, just tell the stormtrooper.
I love that scene.
Yeah.
Her shields have a fractional refresh rate. Keeps anything traveling slower than light speed from getting through.
You know, the original hyperspace interior was made up of just plastic bags. That's how they shot it.
Oh, I don't know.
Just
What was
series
it?
of plastic bags with blue
Reflective
light.
light?
Yeah. It was just clumped up plastic bags that they rotated.
It's funny, we just went right into the mountain. They blew up, and the movie was over.
Yeah. Millennium Falcon always gets beat up.
Yep. So who's gonna be? Is Rey gonna be doing the Falcon the whole time? And
Yeah, and 8. Yeah.
Rey and Luke are gonna be in the Falcon.
I guess so.
Ray, Luke, and Chewie.
Yeah. Chewie and Luke together is gonna be kind of cool, though.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would do.
And her force powers are stronger. Just to let you guys know that.
That's that Vader moment. I felt something.
Right.
A presence I have felt since.
I love this.
This is a great
this is-
part.
Sanitation. If I knew how to disable the shields, I don't. I'm just here to get Ray. People are coming on us. The galaxy is coming. So, we'll figure it out.
Solo.
Yeah. I love this.
That's such a great reaction.
Great lines back to
Yeah, I
back.
know, right? The plan is falling apart.
Yep.
I'm cold.
Yeah, how many suns does this place have? It's so silly.
So is it still eco-friendly if
Oh.
it uses solar power?
Oh, man, just straight up murderers.
Right?
Maybe that guy was trying to get out. Was trying to escape.
He's a bad guy.
There's Harry. There's John.
Or
There's
Phasma.
Phasma.
So underused.
Yeah, and what's happening now?
This gets
FN to the itself not anymore. It's been, I'm in charge now.
Bring it down. The music they use with her, man, this John Williams score really is underrated.
I thought in every Star Wars movie there's this bottomless chasm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's always got to be one.
How many planets are in this one? Jakku, that Maz
Ooh,
Kanata's
good
planet,
question.
and then this planet.
Yeah, is this
And
considered
the,
a yeah.
Yeah.
The central system that got destroyed.
Right.
Yeah.
So 4 planets.
And the resistance planet,
That's the one.
where their base is.
Oh, we don't really know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, what the hell is
The
that?
Elysium
The
system.
Elysium system, right? So
Mm.
5 planets.
And you
right.
counted Maz Kanata?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Schmo's trivia.
I know. So 5 planets. Wonder how many are going to be in the next one.
Like, what is this? Like, what is she doing?
12 planets. Nice.
She's very
Oh no,
intuitive.
no, you know what? And the planet Luke's on.
Yep.
That's 6.
Yeah. I'll kill you.
Sunday.
Thank you. Oh, quiet. You just ratted him out. Just accept it.
Yeah, there is.
Thank the maker. Who, Beta?
Anakin.
Yeah.
Every time he does that.
This is a really cool battle scene.
No orbital defenses, I see.
Yeah.
They get their asses kicked. For the most part.
Yeah.
What's his name? Do you remember, John? Is it Wexler?
What's his name's character?
Yeah.
The hero's character, guys.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Who's at this stink face?
General Stinkface.
It's minimal damage.
But no damage.
Why they give that guy his
A
basic
New York
talk?
accent.
Yeah. No damage.
Forget about it.
You guys get some pizza? That's his like go-to line.
No problem, Paul. You took out 10 TIE fighters in about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You can handle this. That was the line they just said.
They
You
might
think
be
they may be
splitting up.
splitting up.
I've heard that one before. I don't know if I think they gotta get that
That's
one.
Ray coming out.
Yeah.
It took me a couple times.
Yeah.
It took
You
me a couple
already saw
times.
her pop in there?
No, just the gas started to go.
He's like, what are you doing?
You know, her plan's not great because if a stormtrooper was standing where they are, couldn't they see him too?
Yep.
Well, she had limited options.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
She's trying,
Yeah,
Kristian.
they got over to her pretty quick too.
I came back for you, that it was your idea, and he's still getting
Aw.
friend zoned.
Yeah. I think Ray and Poe are gonna wind up hooking up.
Yeah, probably.
What about Finn?
I think he's gonna have a love interest in episode 8.
Ooh.
A new one.
I think Luke and Ray are going to have a love interest.
No, that'd be creepy.
That's good.
Oh.
I can't shake him.
I can't shake him. Oh, that is an awesome gun. Oh, see you later.
Ventral cannons on the ground.
I know, right?
That's a great shot.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
Darn.
Man. A Hoth type jacket. That's a Bothan, wasn't it? Pretty sure that was a Bothan.
I'm not sure.
That
to
the
be
many
honest.
Bothans died.
Is that a Bothan? Let me know. Yeah, that thing
They
is
do
really
go
powerful,
flying.
man.
Yep. I guess I didn't pay attention to that until you guys mentioned that, and then it does make more sense.
That's them
now.
coming out of that snow speeder.
That's snow
thing.
speeder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she has the jacket on. That's kind of how they got separated a little more too, because they were all together, kind of. Yeah, I mean, when you watch that scene now, and it's unnecessary.
Right, totally.
This
Look,
is
handrails everywhere.
Watch how sad this is, because you pay attention to the fact this is the last time these guys are ever together right here.
He listened to Chewie.
Yeah.
Chewie had the better idea.
That's it. It's the last time. That's the last thing they ever said together. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah.
That's what I like about the moment. To be honest with you, is the fact that it's like, it's really. They didn't got to play it back. And Chewie,
Look at Peter Mayhew go.
take care.
Climbing that ladder.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Peter.
That's probably not him. Man.
And this was going on. Did you guys see this coming? I mean, I guess maybe I was a little slow. I didn't see
yes.
it coming.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was set up.
Okay.
The way that they set it
Little
up.
telegraph.
My wife had seen it when we saw it. She looked at me. She's like, "Oh, he's gonna die."
Oh, okay.
I still don't know why he walks out to that bridge though.
He senses him somewhere in there.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
It's
he's
luring
like,
him
but that
out.
bridge a little like leads nowhere.
Maybe he gets a better look at the situation
Yes.
from out there. Or maybe he's just crossing to the other side.
Is he a chicken? There you go. Yeah, that's the speeder scene.
Yeah.
That was the speeder scene because they just got off of it there.
I completely missed her wearing the jacket too.
Yeah.
I missed that the first time I saw the movie.
Looks very Coruscant right there.
Look at that.
Mhm.
Lots of handrails. Safety first.
Yeah. Well, they didn't finish.
Yeah, it's a maintenance area. Yeah, you don't
ran out of
people-
budget.
people fall. Oh, yeah.
Love that look.
And
Yeah,
look, and then the
Look,
handrails
they
go
just go
down
off.
and
Yeah, that's
no
dangerous.
longer
Yeah,
needed.
you don't need him.
They can't be up to code.
Only specialists are allowed to go out in this chasm area.
It's always a chasm.
He could have toppled off the railing. It would have been as effective. Reveal.
Say, hey, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, where are you
You
going?
come back, dude.
Don't even call him dad.
Not even a pops. Daddy-o. Yeah. Especially that one. Once they come out, you're like, it's over. It's like theater at this point. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I was just hoping.
Yeah.
What do you think you'll see if I do? The face of my son.
Your son?
You're right. That is a bridge to
Yeah, where's it
nowhere. Where's
going?
there's no door? Where's?
I'm sad.
Get her haircut.
You too.
Your son, he's gone. He was weak and foolish like father.
A lot of anger.
So I destroyed him. That's what Schnepp wants you to believe. But it's not true. My son is alive. No. The Supreme Leader is wise. Schnepp is using you for your power. When he gets what he wants, he'll crush you.
You know, I often wonder
Why he doesn't have yellow eyes?
Yeah.
in this scene how predetermined was Kylo that I'm off in Han right here, right now.
I think he's pretty close to it. I think he's legitimately
I think he's
like conflicted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wonder how conflicted he is. Like, was he getting close to being convinced to just go with them?
I don't think he's conflicted at all. He's like, I've waited for this for so long to murder you so that I can be
I know, but
totally
this is-
dark.
But that, I agree up until this point. Then I think he is legitimately conflicted, and once he makes the kill, he snaps back in. But
He's saying, I don't know if I have the strength to murder
right.
you.
But I'm saying that's why I'm saying he's
Yeah,
conflicted.
saying I don't know if I have the strength. That's a little bit of
That's
inner
conflict.
conflict.
I don't read it that way. It's more like he's like, yeah, it's this emotional moment, but he's so happy that
Oh, I don't see him happy at all.
Really?
yeah.
No, because
That's
he's even
interesting.
even
I've
after
never seen
even
it that
after
way.
he kills Han, he kind of looks down like before Chewie shoots him. I think he's
Man,
legitimately
he's a
conflicted.
tall kid.
Yeah, driver. Yeah.
6'4".
Yeah, because
Ford ain't a short
in
guy.
girls, he towers over all those actresses.
Yeah. It's the music shift, and then once the sun goes out, you're like, all right, peace out, Han.
That's right. As long as there's light,
Yeah.
there's hope.
Yep.
There goes the hope. Why didn't I see it?
Because
It's the
you're
misdirect.
invested, man.
It's the
Yeah,
misdirect.
misdirect.
Yeah, they got me on this one.
Yeah. Right there.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, some people try
Yeah.
to say that Han stabbed himself.
So
It's like,
silly.
no, he did not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the shock.
Now
on
look at
his
the
face.
smile right there. Yep, I did
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, so once he makes the kill. Because when he dumps over, watch his face. Before Chewie shoots him. This moment.
Yeah.
There's no redeeming this guy.
Nope. That's why I don't think he was conflicted. He was just like so happy that he's
See,
kill his dad.
I think
Here,
he
look,
was
look, right
conflicted,
there.
but
Right there. He was absolutely conflicted. Like
I
you
think
see
there's a little
it- yeah,
relief
Yeah.
there.
well,
But
relief, I could say.
But
yeah.
I've always seen, like, I've talked to you about this before. I've always seen this as his Vader with the Emperor moment.
reverse moment
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
But
yeah.
kill your
reverse.
son.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Like, I
Totally.
think there
He
was
didn't
conflict
go
with
to the
Vader.
light.
There was conflict too. Vader wasn't 100%
Boom.
sure what he
Ooh.
was going to
There you
do.
go.
See, that bowcaster hit him and he lived.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
tough he
And he
is.
stayed his ground.
And he was,
Yep.
and
Did
he
he get
wasn't
knocked
and he-
over?
yeah. Oh, Chewie just wrecking shop here.
So do you think
The
are we going
mighty
to end up? And
Chewbacca.
you think in 8 we're going to get flashbacks to explain the story,
I don't know.
It's possible.
Maybe.
or just exposition? Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a lot of charges.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ladders he went up.
Ooh.
Left his helmet. And that now, how he got there so fast, a little bit of a question mark. But then again, he does know his way around here a lot better than they do.
Right. It would also hurt him a little more. They had to rush over there so fast.
Mm.
Probably didn't feel good in his body.
Look, he's dying.
Yeah.
You're a monster.
It's just us now.
I still wish we could have seen the scene where his lightsaber ignites slowly from that first
Yeah,
trailer. You know,
yeah.
I wish we could have seen
I
that.
think that was right before.
Right.
Like here. Oh, that's gonna kill you.
And I do love how he keeps hitting his wound to like fuel his anger
Yep.
and his aggression.
Yep.
I love that.
Like it's just swinging
It's
the
like,
sword
yeah.
around. Love that.
Yeah. It's like, let's do this.
Come on.
It's the second time he's been called traitor.
Yep. Holds like a baseball bat.
Then people are like, how does he know how to use lightsaber? Well, look, we already saw from fours
Yeah.
that they are trained in using melee weapons.
Yep.
Right.
So he would kind of know how to at least,
He
yeah.
knows how to. He's still getting
Right.
his ass kicked.
Yeah, and he's still
and-
getting his ass by a
yeah.
guy who's dying.
Yeah. And he's not making good moves at all. Swinging wildly. And he's fighting one-handed. Look at that. For the most part. And also, Anakin's lightsaber is way stronger than that little crappy
Yeah.
thing he's got.
That's cool.
Oh,
Does a tree fall?
then he got that one
Yeah.
lucky shot,
Yep.
and then it pisses him
Yeah.
off. Then that was it. He wasn't playing
He's like,
anymore.
I'm done. Now I'm going to slice your whole back up. Oh, punches him in the face, then does
yeah.
it.
There goes your spine.
Yeah. He's like, I've had enough of this.
You can just put him in the back to tank. It'll be all right.
I'm with you, John. I totally thought this was going to be Luke right here
Oh.
that called it over.
Oh my! I would have literally pissed my
Yeah.
pants. Had the lightsaber flown by him, then Luke standing there in the woods,
Yep.
pissed my pants. Still a great moment.
Yeah.
Still an awesome
It
moment.
would have gone against the whole entire mission of the movie if he would have showed up.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why do we need this map?
Right. That's true.
Now, with we've seen the staff before, she also knows how to fight
Oh,
with
easily.
melee weapons.
And he's also not going for the kill.
No.
I don't know. That was a kill shot.
But listen, when he has her at the corner though,
Oh yeah,
But Christian,
When he's got her at
where's all the
his mercy,
flipping and
then
the
he gives
dancing?
her
I know,
a
thank goodness.
window. We're losing all the guys with accents.
Where's the New York City guys? You still around?
Where's the alien that speaks basic?
There he is.
There he
Roger.
Yeah. See, they're desperate at this point.
Yeah.
I love that there's little stormtroopers. on
Yeah, you
those
can see him. That's
cameras.
great detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, great detail.
Oh, basic alien.
That's Bulba's friend, right?
Yeah.
See ya.
We just like to call him basic alien. Who's that guy? Oh, all right. Another accent.
Lead the.
Maybe somebody shoot that TIE fighter behind me before you take off.
Yeah.
Fire at them, shoot them, kill them.
He's so evil.
Yeah. Today. There you go.
Now, if they were going to have Poe die,
I
in
was
this
just
movie,
thinking the same
this
thing.
is the scene
Yeah.
that he dies in this explosion. He
I've-
sacrificed himself to destroy this thing. I would get that.
Oh, it's a great
That looks
explosion.
awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like the Disney parade.
Right, the
Yeah.
very fireworksy
Yeah.
Disney.
That's very Empire Strikes Back. And
I do. I love how the lightsabers look in the snow, though.
Yep.
At night.
He'll get you.
And the smoke and everything.
Yep.
So.
You call a truce and get off the planet.
Yeah.
Let's pick this up later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the only part that I don't know. It's
What?
just when he says like the Force, and she closes her eyes, and, like leans back. Wait, the Force. Hold on one second. Wait. Oh, I got it now.
Yeah, but he looks like he's paused though when she does it.
Wait. The Force.
Watch. Yeah, look.
Wait.
She's tuning in to the Force right now
But why is
But
he
why is he giving her time?
because he can't move. He's frozen.
I don't know about
I saw the
that.
same. I saw the
don't
same
know.
moment that happened when they were looking back
See,
and
he
forth.
doesn't look frozen to me.
He looks angry, but
I don't know. It looks like he can't move to me. Like,
He's waiting.
it's the
can't be
same
giving
thing.
people that kind of time.
I would have just pushed her into the pit.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't think he could have.
Meanwhile, she was hulking up.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, messed up his cape.
Yep.
Ugh.
She is picking.
Yeah,
him
he's
apart
banged
now.
up. He's gotten.
Yeah, well, he was already dying from the Chewbacca
Yeah.
shot,
Yep.
and now he's big boot to the
I love
chest.
this shot of her. I love that shot.
I
That's
love the
Darkseid's.
steam out of the snow when the lightsaber touches the snow.
She's,
that's-
using
that's
her
the thing,
anger.
though.
That's her anger right
yes,
there.
and it's and Schnepp earmuffs in the novel.
Yeah.
that Snow calls out to her, kill him.
Yeah.
I wonder why they
really?
cut that out. Yeah,
Uh,
and she hears it. No.
wow.
Oh. How's a lightsaber to your face?
That was like.
He's gonna have that big ass scar in the next movie.
Now he needs a mask.
Right. Now he can't fight anymore. Peace.
Yeah, she's smart. Get out of there, run.
Oh, look at that. The way all the stormtroopers dying. That's great. I actually really enjoyed this scene right here. These two guys like
Oh, so do I. 'cause
even
I-
Hux
Hux
is
is
out.
taking off. He's like,
Yeah,
screw
even
this.
Hux just like, let's get out of
Yeah, he's
here.
like, pay attention, guy.
Actually, Hux isn't gone. He's in
Yeah.
talking to the Supreme Leader.
Leave the race at once and come to me with Kylo Ren. It is time to complete his training.
Master's been holding back some secrets.
Right.
I really hope that Benicio del Toro is a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
You get the Last Jedi, you get the Last Sith. Be nice.
So where do you put? Who do you think Snoke is?
At this point,
He's
I have
more
no
just like a
idea.
political leader.
I don't know anymore. Now I used to hold out hope that it's Plagueis, but after all the denials and stuff from like Pablo Hidalgo and those people, I don't think it's true.
The only fundamental cosmetic change in the Millennium Falcon from the old movies is that
That radar
it's a
dish.
square radar dish instead of the round one.
Did
that
they
got
write a
knocked off
book
in Return
about
of
the
Jedi.
radar dish?
No, it's Return of the Jedi. And
Yeah,
remember
Return of
when
the Jedi
Lando's
happens in
flying?
Jedi.
Oh,
through
that's
the
right. It
Death
got knocked
Star,
out. That's right.
It hits something and it knocks
That's
the radar
right.
dish off, so they
No, I
would have
mean,
had to replace it.
Like afterwards, like how it was replaced.
How did it get
An
replaced?
entire
I don't know.
novel.
They haven't
called
said-
Square
Yeah.
Radar
Yeah, that's
Dish.
what I want to read.
Novel.
The radar dish replacement,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Is
Part
they
one.
cover the C-3PO's red arm and the radar
Yep.
dish. The same thing. Replacement. Yeah.
There's the sun again.
Love that shot.
It's a big sun now. It's murdered a lot of people, guys.
There's still a lot of people.
That's right. They weren't all clones this time.
This movie makes
Exactly.
a Batman v Superman death count look silly.
Yeah.
Right?
See, this
Here's
is the,
I'm
JJ.
glad JJ said Chewie should have had a hug out.
Yeah,
with
that you
Leia.
realize
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
was a mistake.
yeah.
It's like walk past shot.
It might have been Mark
Yeah,
who
it is
said
a walk.
Chewie might have been pissed at her.
Yeah,
Because
but
She's the reason he went out to try. But I don't think Mark ever bought into that either.
no. But then JJ even said,
Yeah.
"I screwed up."
Mhm.
It's the force. It's the force connection.
Yeah. It's actually a nice moment.
Mhm.
As confusing as it was to some people, I
Yeah.
thought it was a nice moment. Although Chewie deserved his hug.
Yeah. Well, Chewie just gets to cry in the corner.
Chewie doesn't get the medal.
Oh,
He
Or
can't-
Chewie.
Huh.
He got the medal.
Oh, there he is.
Aw,
There's a
man,
sad moment.
Chewie.
Or Chewie.
Uh-oh. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, this is convenient.
Hi.
Hey, what's up? Like some good news.
Mm-hmm.
He looks a little smooth. C-3PO looks a little plasticky.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Not as shiny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that line read. Now, watch the red arm. It disappears at the end.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's
They
a
got-
continuity error, I guess, but it's
They, or they
I don't
just
think. No, I
fixed
think they just repair it.
Yeah, they gave
No.
her
In
brand new
seconds?
clothes. They gave Ray brand new
That's
clothes
right.
in the same
Yeah.
kind of weird style. So
but like why now? Like he's had the red arm the whole entire time.
It's a good question. I'm sure it'll be in a novel.
Yeah, you wonder like is Ray like using like a certain designer of that time? He's like, I really like this person's fashion.
Yeah, she was like, keep those like mummy arms.
Yeah.
The forehead kiss.
Friend zone.
Friend
Yeah.
zone.
My friend.
Thank you, my friend.
No one wants the friend
He's
zone.
crying. If he can hear her in
He's
that corner,
crying inside right now.
inside.
He is.
He's
He's-
crying
he's-
inside.
Whatever,
God,
whatever
yeah.
dream he was having just got
Yeah.
He's
terrible.
like, no,
Yeah.
I'm friend zoned, and I can't move.
This is a terrible. She's got the same haircut that Gary Oldman had in Dracula. Right?
The super bun.
That's kind of a scandalous outfit she's got there. That's a pretty low cut.
Mhm. Let's do this. We're doing it. Let's do it.
Let's go
And by
get
the way, I
Luke.
don't know you a life debt. I can leave it anytime I want.
Yeah, just so we're
Like,
clear.
you did not
I
save
can
me from
take this
slavery.
ship whenever I want.
Yeah.
Right.
What if that's what he did? What if he's just like, I don't have a life debt anymore. He just steals the ship after she lands on the
rough.
planet. Say, look.
Oh, yeah, his
look at
arm.
that.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
I bet you he has the red arm. Start episode 8. And the
I
other-
bet he doesn't.
All right.
I mean, after
Again-
watch this again, I can't wait for 8.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
excited for Rogue One, but 8, I mean, I want to get to the next part of the story.
I'll start getting more pumped up for 8 once I've seen Rogue One.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I've
right.
got my radar's kind of fixated
with
on
you.
Right,
Rogue
yeah.
One right
Too.
now. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I just want to see Vader in battle, man.
Right.
That's all. I
Oh
just can't wait
man.
for Rogue One.
Plus, it's kind of nice that each of these films are coming out every 2 years. but
Every
then
year.
There's
You mean
another.
these, right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something in
Mhm.
between
Right,
those
right,
2
right.
years
Right.
to fill the gaps.
You mean
Yeah.
the saga films,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Anthology Star Wars
Star Wars stories.
The Star Wars story. Oh,
I know.
Sounds
whatever. It's just it doesn't really matter. It's just a title. It's just
But
stupid.
you know what does matter? They announced anthology first, then they changed
Yeah.
it.
They changed
I
it.
wish
Yeah.
they didn't do that.
There's
They
a lot
probably
of
had a meeting
steps.
going, it's
Yeah.
too confusing. And Pablo Douglas was like, but I just told them
I know.
it's anthology.
We just said it's anthology.
It's too confusing. Bob Iger says so. Damn it.
How many?
Bob Iger says so. That stops the discussion.
Yeah.
Hey, how many lightsabers do you think are on that staff? 4 or 2?
2.
Right now?
You think they're 2
I think there are two,
double-bladed
yeah.
lightsabers?
You think
I
they're
think-
actually on there already, or she's
Yeah.
going to construct
Yeah, I think
them?
there's one on each end.
Huh.
I think there's
Yeah.
a blade on each end.
They
Look,
just have
and
two
the next one, look will be like, you ever
things.
think about just hitting this button right here?
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Right.
I know, right?
I bet it just doesn't have a kyber crystal right now.
God, it's so
Yeah.
gorgeous.
But watch, during this walk, you see little signs that this place has been like
Yeah,
all
what's
the
that little
trinkets
box?
and
The little
everything.
box.
Yeah.
Right.
Little table, little boxes,
I
Do you
really,
think this?
worn paths.
What's
You,
that?
you think this is the location of the first Jedi Temple?
I
is
think
it-
so.
Okay,
I think so.
Well, or at least it's on this planet.
on the
Yeah,
planet. Okay,
right, right.
'cause he's looking for it.
He's
I
probably
haven't
found it
had
at
a
this
shower in 7
Yeah.
years.
point. I'm ripe. Darth Ripe. What happened to the flesh on his hand, too? It's toast, huh? I know that. It,
Yeah, I probably would have worn away. Ta-da.
this is your father's lightsaber. When did he have it before? Yeah, I've heard that speech already.
I know. Dear again. Thank you.
Just want him to say just that one word. Here it comes.
Yeah.
He makes the whole her hold it there for a while.
Yeah.
It's like, say something.
But we need our wide helicopter shot.
Yeah, no, we got it.
Come on, man. Let Luke have his moment, okay?
I
He's
know,
waiting
I
the
know.
entire
About
movie
to
to
do
go
it.
in.
He's about to say it.
Give him a few
Say it,
extra
say
moments.
It's coming up, guys. Just hang on.
Say
He's
something.
about to say something. I feel it's
Episode
about
8.
right. Here it comes.
No.
What?
All right.
I remember when we were
Just
in
as
the theater,
good.
it was like, he didn't say anything.
And it's watching it the 7th time, like less more,
eighth
8th
time.
time. Less
Wow.
more, same.
Same. I
Same.
mean, like I hit my where it was for me on the second or third
Yeah.
viewing, and it's just been just as good
Schnepp?
every time.
Yeah, it's my 6th time seeing it, and I still love it. It's still so much fun.
Yeah.
to see. Yeah.
I'm with you. Same for me, 6th time, and I
Star Wars
like
is
it just
back.
as much as I did you.
I feel like a rookie. This is only my 3rd time.
Oh wow!
I only saw it twice in the theater,
Kid.
so this was great. I mean, I'm amazed. We almost this 2-hour plus movie. It flew by.
Yeah.
Yeah, it flew by.
Flew
Oh,
by.
it does. It just sails by.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed our commentary on The Force Awakens on the day that the Blu-ray drops. Hopefully that this is the 6th or 7th or 8th time that you've seen the movie. Comment, let us know how many times exactly that you've seen it. And yes, even though we're kind of out of order in how we're doing this, we will do Return of the Jedi. That will be one of the next ones that we do. But I'd like to thank everybody here. John, where can I find you?
On Facebook and on Twitter at John Campea.
Mr. Schnepp,
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, just at John Schnepp.
David.
Twitter at Griffin DE.
And for me, Kristian Harloff on Instagram and Twitter at Kristian Harloff. And we'll be doing many more of these commentaries. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our commentary on The Force Awakens.
Woohoo!
Hey guys, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we've got going on here at Collider.